New floors, new paint, even a full-on kitchen redo. See what's possible with Stockton's renovation solutions. Let's turn that almost perfect place into your dream home. Visit Stockton.com to get started. Stockton Mortgage, NMLS 8259, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group, where we currently have a huge selection of both new and pre-owned vehicles, all with amazing prices. You can shop us online today at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
Louisville and Baylor to meet for just the second time ever today. They met in the Battle for Atlanta's championship game back in 2016. Baylor came from 20 down to win that game 66-63. Baylor is 13-11. After a 10-2 start, the Cardinals are 18-6 coming into today's game and ranked number 24 in the country. Stay with us. We'll have the introduction of starters and get this game underway shortly from Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
At U of L Health Heart Hospital, we're an exciting chapter in the Jewish hospital story. Built on a history of over 40 medical firsts, we're the area's only heart hospital with a focus on comprehensive heart care, where academic research pioneers innovative treatments, and a network of experts offers life-changing care. Here, your heart is in the right place. Visit uoflhealth.org/heart.
Echoing from the Ville and all throughout the great state of Kentucky.
Lobs it up, it's caught and slammed through.
It's time.
Backs up for a three. Good, and he hit the floor.
For Louisville.
Here goes Hadley, avoids the defender, flying dunk.
Cardinal.
Wide open three, yes.
Basketball.
No way.
The revival is here.
Hadley got it, throws a long pass to Rooster, throw down, Ohio! Has to shoot a three, he does. Hits it! Oh my goodness!
Get there, get loud.
Shoots a three. There's number 10!
That's ridiculous. It's going to be a show.
Put up in at the buzzer, and Louisville wins!
Go Cards! On the Louisville Cardinals Sports Network from Learfield, Louisville Cardinals basketball is on the air, presented by U of L Health. It's game time. Let's go courtside. Here's the Hall of Fame voice of the Cardinals, Paul Rogers.
Good afternoon, everyone. From Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas, the Louisville Cardinals take on the Baylor Bears. It's a non-conference game, the latest non-conference game Louisville's played in some 25 years. But Coach Kelsey thought it'd be a good idea to go to a neutral site so to emulate the NCAA tournament atmosphere and play a quality non-conference team, and that's what they're doing today against Baylor. And it works out on the schedule because Louisville will stay here and move over to Dallas to play SMU on Tuesday night. Starting lineups are being introduced. Let's first pause for station identification. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield. Jody Demling joins me on the broadcast today. We are located at the top of the lower bowl down in a corner, a bit distant from the court, but not too bad a vantage point if the fans won't get in our way, and I don't think they will because there's not that many. The last time these two teams played, Jody, was in the Atlantis Ballroom, and I think we could have fit this crowd in that ballroom.
Honestly, no, you are not exaggerating. Look, this place holds 14,000, just under 14,000 is what I looked up. They do have a curtain on the top. I think about halfway through. They don't have end zones in the upper deck, so I don't believe that is included in the 14,000, Paul. But I mean, I'm going to say what? 3,500 people here, maybe?
Something like that. It's a beautiful arena, and it's just a little bit disappointing, the crowd that has turned out here. By the way, that game played in Atlantis back in 2016. Kind of a funny story about that game. It was the championship game, and I had been there for the first two, but I had to leave to come back for the Kentucky football game. So when I left Nassau, Louisville was up by 20. I landed in Charlotte and caught the end of the game, and Baylor stormed back and won that game 66-63, but at the end of the game they had 2 steals to take the lead and win that game, and I was in the process of checking in and kind of looking up and down the TV monitor and my ticket, and I saw the first steal, looked up and saw the second steal, and I thought I was watching a replay of the first one. It turned out 2 big turnovers cost Louisville that game, and the only other meeting between Baylor, 66-63. A lot has transpired since then. Baylor won a national championship since then, and they've been really good for quite a while, but it's kind of slipped the wrong way this year for them, Jody.
Yeah, they really have. You know, when you look at Baylor, you really think, I mean, to think the fact that, first of all, Scott Drew's been there 24, is this his 23rd
year?
23rd year?
Yeah, 23rd.
The 23rd year that he's been the coach there, that is just ridiculous when you think about it, because I just don't seem like it is. And to know where they came from and where they are now, look, this is a down year for Baylor in their regards, but they still have talent, and that's the thing. This is a team that has some talent and a team that you have to come out and play your best.
Yeah, Baylor was darn near the death penalty, probably closest any program has come. They hired Scott Drew after a season at Valparaiso. He came there and had 4 straight losing seasons, but they stuck with him. He put it together, and they have had great teams year after year ever since. Pat Kelsey, meanwhile, in his second season at Louisville, Coach of the Year last year in the ACC when the Cards went 18-2. This year they are 8-4, and still a top 4 seed is very much in play, especially with what has transpired today as Clemson has lost its second game in a row. And we'll fill you in as we go through the rest of the day with the other action around the league and elsewhere. Louisville is in black. Baylor is in white. Today's officials are Doug Sermons, Lee Cassell, and Tony Padilla. All 3 officials officiate frequently in both the ACC and the Big 12, so that worked out for them to be the crew on the call today. As we said, we are up in a corner, somewhat behind, but past the Louisville bench, and Louisville in black will be going to our right away from us, and Baylor will be coming toward this end. Frew will jump center against, is that Carr? Yeah, it's Cameron Carr, actually listed as a guard, but he'll jump center, and he knocks it in the backcourt, and Baylor has the opening possession of the game. Isaac Williams bounces out high to Yusufu. Sefu out past the top, works off a screen, maintains the dribble, throws it back out to the perimeter, around here to Williams. He drives, gets in close, puts up a short shot, and put it in easily.
See lots of shot fakes here. That one was not there. He just went straight up and got an easy bucket, but lots of shot fakes.
Baylor with the first 2 points of the game. Here's Brown driving down deep in the lane, pivots and throws it away. Started to throw it back out to Conwell. The pass sailed past him and out of bounds. Louisville turns the ball over just 11 times a game. Baylor forces about 11 turnovers a game. Baylor into play. Pass over here to Agben. Back out top to Williams. Williams drifts over toward the right, on the right sideline. Williams watches Agben go through along the baseline, comes out to the side of the feed, goes inside, though, for a throwdown by Caden Powell.
Wow, and Baylor has come out attacking, and that's what they do. They like to get it and go to the basket, and nobody there for the Cards that time.
Powell, the 6'9" transfer from Rice with the 2. Baylor with an early lead, 4-0. Here's McNeely at the top of the circle for the Cards. Shovels away to Conwell. Turns down in the lane. Kicks it back out front to Frew. Dribbles left and gives off to Hadley. Hadley feeds Frew. There's Frew underneath, and he'll stuff it.
And that's what Pat Kelsey was working on today at the shoot-around is like they like to attack, but on the other end, you're going to see a lot of that. In that pick and roll, you're going to see a lot of the roll guy. A lot of times he's going to be open. That one wide open.
4-2 Baylor. Bears with the ball. Yosefu trying to get open. Now does out near midcourt. Hands it away to Carr. Carr gives it back over to Williams. Hands it off on the right side to Agbem. Comes back out to the top. Now here comes a screen over there from Powell. Back out off to the right side. Crossover dribble. The ball knocked away and off a Louisville foot and out of bounds over the sideline. 4.2 on the shot clock for Baylor.
Good switch there from Frew and Hadley, and a nice job defensively in communication. Ball just kicked off of Frew's foot out of bounds.
Baylor will inbound from right front court. Carr will inbound, about even with the foul line. 4.2 to shoot. Whips it into Yosefu. Pulls up, fakes, shoots a 3, and misses it. And there's the rebound bouncing right to Isaac McNeely. Turns it back down court, leaves it for Frew. Frew, dribble handoff to Conwell. Starts left, goes back right, kicks the right corner. Brown behind the back bounce pass out to Hadley, then to Conwell for a 3, missed it. And the rebound collected underneath there by Agbem. He comes back down court into offensive court for the Bears. Drives on McNeely, gets past him, has to throw a pass back outside though to Powell. Powell at the top of the circle, dribbles a little bit further out. Now throws on the left to Williams. Williams tries to work Brown off a screen. Williams kicks off to the right, a right wing 3. Carr misses that one. Rebound tapped in the air and then knocked out of bounds and hit off of Conwell. It was slapped by Powell and hit Ryan Conwell on the leg as he was standing out of bounds. First sub in the game will be Kenai Roots for Louisville. Roots averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds, a sophomore from Washington, D.C. 20 to shoot for Baylor. They'll inbound from underneath.
Pat Kelsey's going to look at that, so he must have seen something off the bench.
Well, admittedly we were far away, but it did look to me like it did hit off Ryan Conwell.
I just wonder if Carr was out of bounds when he threw it off of Conwell. So
could be the case. Just like the Cards, Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric believes in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. Remember, dial 1 Tom Drexler for all your plumbing, heating, air, and electric needs. Pat Kelsey appealing the call. Baylor leads 4-2 over Louisville. We've played just over 2.5 minutes. Baylor's made 2 out of 4. Louisville's made 1 out of 2. 4-2 Bears. Baylor puts up 83 points per game, outscoring opponents 83-75. Louisville outscoring foes 87-71. Louisville having won 6 of his last 7, the loss being to Duke. Cards have a demanding but opportunistic schedule ahead of them, Jody. There's some games that could really be valuable if Louisville can chalk up a few wins here in the near future.
When you look at it, you talk about this one and then SMU and then you come home, you got Georgia Tech, but then you go right to Carolina. Carolina won by 14 today with Vassar and Caleb Wilson both out. Wilson, I doubt, will be back for that game. So an opportunity there, and then a big one at Clemson. So you've got some real opportunity coming here in front of you.
Clemson, though, has lost 2 in a row now. They were beaten at home by Virginia Tech. And then Clemson lost today to Duke. And then did Virginia Tech get beat today? They were behind, I think. Was it Florida State they were playing? I'm trying to remember. But
let's see where we are. Let's go to the score.
We're taking a long look at this review to determine whose ball it is. Coach Kelsey would not risk a timeout this early, I don't think, unless he felt pretty sure that the call was incorrect. And we're still waiting to find out.
Florida State 92-69.
Wow. It's just amazing what happens from one game to the next, isn't it?
It really is.
NC State had not lost in 6 road games in the conference. Then Louisville blew them out of the building the other night. Virginia Tech scores the big upset at Clemson and then gets drubbed at Florida State.
Wow.
So the challenge of the appeal is... But the call stands. The appeal is unsuccessful.
We're way up here, but Tony Padilla went to Pat Kelsey and put his fingers together about an inch apart and said he was just barely in. Pat Kelsey not giving kind of a dirty look to guys in the back row of the bench there, Paul.
Yeah, that's partly by the assistant's call to help on that. Here's a pull-up jumper. Carr misses it, and there's a big rebound. Strong rebound by Hadley. Runs it quickly down court for the Cardinals. Hadley around to the high left, pivots, looks underneath, not there, gives it back out front to Brown. Michael Brown defended by Agman. Brown back and forth, works off a Frew screen. Brown has to give it up to Conwell. Shot clock nearing 10. Brown out deep. Brown now on the bigger Powell. Brown quick gets to the rim, floats it up, but it comes off. Rebound to Frew. Secures it, gets it back out to Conwell. Left wing three, good by Ryan Conwell.
That was good by Michael of actually getting it in, and they like to block shots. They make you do some things at the rim. He got it up on the rim good enough, and then Sadan DeFrew with the offensive rebound and kick out.
They block almost 5 shots a game. 5-4, Louisville has the lead. 16:27 to play in the first half. Bounce pass down low right, and an off-balance jumper, and they're going to go foul. Shot by Youssefu, but fouled by Javon Hadley. So Youssefu will get to the free throw line where he shoots 78%, coming off a 37.6 rebound, 3 assist game in their narrow loss to BYU earlier this week. He's been on a double figures just one time, averages 18.5 points per game.
I have to get. I got to get a replay here. I can't. The big screen. At my angle, Paul, you're a little further. At my angle, I'm seeing the two screens on the front and the side.
Well, you don't have a good head-on look at either one. Youssefu at the free throw line. Baylor shoots 72% of the stripe. 2 coming up for Youssefu. And he hits the free throw. He's from Benin and was discovered there at a very early age. He was making noise at the age of 13 and came to California and set the high school scoring record in that state last year. Made both free throws, and it's a 6-5 lead for Baylor almost 4 minutes into the game. Michael Brown operates at the point, throws to Frew at the high left, further left side on the wing to Hadley. Hadley hands out front to Conwell, gets it back to Hadley, fakes the defender, drives in the lane, kicks it out to the perimeter. Brown, little jab step, now fires it up and knocks down a three-point field goal.
I tell you what, for as much as he hit the other night, Paul, today during shoot-around, I thought Michael Brown looked as free and as loose as I have seen him in any pregame setting this season. I expect him to have another big game today.
10 of 16 threes Monday. The 10 tied Rain Smith's school record that Smith had set last year. 8-6 Louisville, 15.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Williams, picked up by Hadley, pitches back out front. Powell gives it up. Agman out top on Powell. Juggled it, got it right back out to Williams. 3 to shoot, fires a deep 3 that's no good. And there's a soaring rebound by Conwell. Races out down the middle of the court. Conwell all the way through, a shot blocked. Blocked by Williams, and now they're running the other way. 2-on-2 though. And a steal by Brown. Picked him clean. There goes Michael the other way for the Cardinals. Fires underneath the Frew. Puts it up on the run and scores.
What a great play on one end by Baylor, but on the other end for Michael Brown Jr. Allstate good hands play of the game. Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You're in good hands with Allstate, and you're in good hands when Michael's swiping you at the bucket.
10-6 Louisville, 14:51 to play in the first half. Here's a right, he didn't get the 3 off. Feeds it inside, and shot put up, and not a foul. Ball was knocked high in the air on the shot by Powell, and it's going to be a Louisville foul. Have to wait and see.
Conwell.
I believe it was Conwell. And that is the call. Ryan Conwell commits the Cardinal foul. Get your L's up and head to your nearest Liquor Barn or Party Mart store, an official partner of the Louisville Cardinals. You can place an order for pickup or delivery through the Liquor Barn website or app. It's easy to shop for your favorite beer, wine, and spirits at Liquor Barn and Party Mart. Louisville leads at a first break 10-6. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling, "That was a foul!" from your couch. Bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798, brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
At our first time out, Louisville has a 10-6 lead over Baylor with 14:44 to play. Baylor hasn't had a field goal in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Our next Pat Kelsey show will be coming up this coming Thursday. We'll be at the Keeber Center with a group from Oasis Solutions. That'll be from 7 until 8 o'clock, and then we'll be back at Roosters on February the 25th. The Pat Kelsey show each week is brought to you by Roosters, a fun casual joint. Paul Rogers with Jody Demling in Fort Worth, Texas. Louisville leading 10-6. Cards have been pretty lively at both ends of the floor here to get things started, Jody.
Yeah, they really haven't. Defensively, you're right. They haven't scored for 4 minutes. A field goal for 4:20. Louisville doing a good job. Michael, the pick in the pocket there looked like an easy layup. That's one thing I think where Paul, that we talked about Louisville defensively. With Michael Brown back in the lineup, I just feel like they keep getting better and better and better as far as, they just keep getting better and better as far as defensively is concerned.
That was our media timeout. Louisville with a little run and a steal and a hustle play at both ends of the floor. Cardinals have 3 points apiece from Brown and Conwell on threes and 4 points on Sananda Fru, who's hitting over 75% of his shots this season and has made both of his shots so far today.
Adrian Woolley, Ali Khalifa, McNeely back in. So McNeely, Khalifa, Woolley, Michael, and Roots in the lineup right now.
Powell is at the free throw line, a 64% free throw shooter. He made that one. He made 5 out of 6 in their game early this week. That was the 99-94 loss to BYU. They outscored the paint 64-40 in that game and 24-6 off turnovers. Free throw good again from Powell. He has 4 points. And here comes James Naji into the game. He's from Nigeria. He was added at Christmas. Spent 4 seasons in the Euro League after being drafted into the NBA. Made a history-making play of his own we'll tell you about a little bit later on. Here's Khalif with the ball out high for the Cardinals. Gives it off to Brown. Brown, a deep three from straight out front. Good. Picking up right where he left off of those 10 threes on Monday night.
That was actually pretty good defense, and he just rose up over Najee there.
13-8 Cardinals. They also have Michael Ratai into the game. Here's a quick three by Agban for the right wing. That misses. On the rebound, it's pulled down by Ratai. Turns into the lane on Brown, shoots over him, and it rolls in.
Yeah, the guards have to rebound. The guards just have to rebound this game, and that's a big one there. And Adrian Woolley should have been able to get that one.
Here's Woolley getting it down deep in the paint, pivots inside, and fakes the pass, and then turns around and scores. Clever move by Woolley.
So, Paul, they block shots. So what do you got to do? You either go in and drive it and kick it out, or you do what he did. Now, he might have done it 1 or 2 more times than they want, but you work yourself in there and get yourself open.
Louisville leads at 15-10. Agban gives up to Williams. Williams out top now to Naji, and then to Yusefu. The guard has it out on McNeely, throws into Williams, runner in the lane, puts it up and in. Williams scores his 4th point, and it's 15-12. Louisville leads it over Baylor. And a whistle down at the other end. It's going to be a Baylor foul. Going to be called on Williams, and that is the first Baylor foul.
Williams, that is his first foul. Coming in for Baylor, number 43.
Louisville inbound the ball. They floated into Roots from the left. Kanai out front to McNeely. McNeely puts it on the floor, drives it down the right of the lane, kicks it back out front. Ali Khalifa gives it up to Brown. Zigzag, steps back, deep two from out there. That misses. Khalifa keeps it alive, and we're going to get a rebounding foul, and it's going to be, I think, on Khalifa.
Yeah, Khalifa.
Number 15, that is his first.
Khalifa picks up his first personal foul.
Ali just over the back a little bit there. Kobe Rogers going to come in from Michael.
Baylor has the ball back into play. They get it out front to Williams. Louisville leads 15-12 over the Bears. 12:40 to go. Here's a lob pass in underneath. There's Josefu. Double team, shoots through it anyway and scores. First field goal, his 4th point. And Baylor down by just a point, 15-14. Woolley for Louisville kicks left corner. McNeely can't shoot the 3. Throws it back out to Woolley. Woolley drives, stops, steps back. Left wing 3 by Woolley is no good. And Roos goes up big for a rebound. Falling down, though, loses the ball. And is picked up by Ratai. Races ahead of the front court, kicks to the right. Here's a 3 by Yusufu that misses. Bounces out to Kobe Rogers. Races down court, and Kobe is fouled on a reach by Williams.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get free throws because he was going in. Let's see if they give them to him.
No, I don't think he was getting close to the shooting motion.
I don't think he was. Yeah, he was still out there. He's not going to give him free throws, but a good job there by Kobe Rogers of being active. And Kenai Roots, Paul, that was a nice offensive rebound. He kind of got stuck in no man's land, I think, because he thought he was falling out of bounds, and he actually had a little further than he did, and he tried to throw it off the Baylor guy, and they caught it.
Conwell inbounds to McNeely in the corner, shovels back outside to Conwell. Conwell drives on the bigger defender, kicks out to McNeely. Quick catch and shoot. 3-pointer, no good off the back rim. Hadley taps the rebound, but it's run down, and then a foul. Kobe Rogers ran into Eichmann and a scramble for the loose ball. Rogers commits his first foul. 4th on Louisville. 4 players with 1 foul, and we'll get to our under 12 timeout. Papa John's, when the Cards win, you win with half-off pizza from Papa John's. The day after a Louisville men's or women's basketball victory, you get 50% off any pizza at the regular menu price. Use code CARDSWIN to redeem at participating Louisville area Papa John's locations. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. 15-14 Louisville, 1-point lead with 11:51 to play. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
These days, your company needs more than a printer. You need Clark & Riggs. Clark & Riggs offers, well, everything. On-demand and variable data printing, direct mail management, e-commerce solutions, warehousing and fulfillment, rapid prototyping, retail solutions from large format signage and point-of-purchase material to branded decor and fixtures, the best offset and digital printing in the business, and a lot more. See it all at morethanaprinter.com.
Cards fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer sponsor of the Louisville Cardinals, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado, beer.
Around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round, and Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anyone, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through March 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 26 Highlander or Grand Highlander, including hybrid models, with approved credit through TFS. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Save on personalized comfort during Sleep Number's President's Day sale. Their best deals are on now. Limited time only at Sleep Number or at sleepnumber.com. Paul Rogers and Jody Demling in Fort Worth. Louisville leads Baylor 15-14. Baylor has missed all 5 of their three-point field goals. They shoot 36% from 3, although they made just 3 of their 19 in their last game. Of course, you know about the Cards, averaging 11.5 threes per game, 5th most in the country, made 18 of 30 in that Monday win over NC State. Louisville has made 3 of their 6 threes and shooting 50% overall, but a 15-14 lead for the Bears.
Yeah, and when you really think about what this game has had, Paul, the Louisville for that stretch of 4 minutes and 35 seconds after they fell behind 4-0 had a really good defensive stretch. Coach Kelsey subbed a little bit, and not because of the subbing, but just the intensity maybe not as much the same here. And Louisville they have 4 fouls already? Yeah, Louisville already with 4 fouls. 4 guys have 1 apiece. But again, being a little handsy in this early going.
Louisville has not shot a free throw yet. Baylor is 4 for 4 at the line. That's the biggest difference in the game, really, that's keeping them close. Not yet halfway through the half, and Louisville with a 1-point lead, 15-14. Baylor basketball. They'll inbound from left front court. It'll be Yosefu to inbound the ball. Gets it out to the top. Now back to Ratai. And now they give it to Carr, and back out front it goes. Agbim on the dribble out near midcourt. Slips over to the high left side, back in the deep corner. Goes back toward the middle, throws across the floor to Carr, back to Agbim. Drives on McNeely, sticks with him. Pulls up for a jumper over him and misses. And there's Hadley up high to secure the rebound. Hadley runs it ahead into front court. Javon attacks the rim, gets a little bump, throws up an off-balance shot. I thought it might have been fouled. Rebounded by Frew, kicks it back outside. It goes back to Conwell, comes to the top of the circle. Conwell leaves it for Frew. Frew hands off to McNeely. McNeely tried to find Frew inside, but broke it up and stolen away by Yusufu. They got it back into play. Back outside to Agbim. We're working on some technical issues here, in case you can't tell.
You couldn't tell.
A little bit distracted trying to keep up here. Get it down to Yosefu again. Backs in part way. Turnaround left baseline jumper. Missed a tough shot. Rebound deflects out on the floor. It's run down by Conwell. Shovels off to Hadley. Kicks right corner. There's a 3. Short. Came up short for Kobe Rogers. And here comes them running the other way. Spin dribble to avoid a defender. Good play by Carr. Gets it back off to Agbim. Pulls up for a 3 out front. That misses. And Frew taps the rebound out of bounds.
Well, a lot of nothing going on for a couple of minutes with everything going on in front of us as we're trying to fix some problems. But Paul, Louisville, a great job at Hadley of not forcing it. I thought the first trip down, he did force it in there a little bit. That time he found Rogers, who was wide open, and just missed the 3. And then this end on defensively, Louisville's got to do a good job on the boards. You got to rebound.
Baylor inbounds the ball. They get it to Agbim in the middle. Throws back out to Carr. He's at the top right, defended by Conwell. Backs away. 15-14, a 1-point lead for Louisville. Carr passes and batted away. Knocked away by Brown and picked up by Conwell. Conwell slashes into the lane, kicks right corner. There's a 3. That's good by Hadley.
That is what you need to do. Just be very nice and deliberate. Bring it down. He looks like he's going to the basket. He fakes, and then he kicks it out there. Ryan Conwell, and he started it on the defensive end. Good job by Ryan.
And did Baylor call a timeout?
Yes. Yeah, Scott Drew.
They did. Scott Drew's going to use a timeout here. But 9:56 to play in Louisville, leading 18-14. The Cards have made 4 of their 8 3-point field goals in this game. Every Tuesday during basketball season, it's Louis Tuesday at Mike's Car Wash. Get $5 off Mike's top 2 washes. Mike's is open daily from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. Louisville shooting 47% and Baylor is 36%. Baylor known for its offensive rebounding, but they have 3 offensive rebounds so far, and Louisville has 2, but second chance points are actually Louisville's favorite, 3-2.
Yeah, you got to, that 3 number can't keep. 3 of their 8 rebounds right now are on the offensive end. And if you think back, it's when the guards crashed the boards. And he stressed that over and over and over again today at the shoot-around. The guards have got to rebound today. Baylor ball, 18-14 Louisville. Agbim out near midcourt, gives it up to Carr. Conwell defends Carr. Carr out near midcourt on the Dickies emblem, picks up the dribble. Gives it away to Powell. And now to Ratai. Ratai comes into the lane. 2 to shoot, pulls up for a 15-footer that misses and pulled down by Frew. Bounced on the rim a second time, but Frew was there to grab it. And here's a whistle as they get a foul on Pryor, I think.
Kason Pryor was down in the corner trying to set up offensively, and he was spotted doing something wrong and whistled for a foul.
Technical
it was a
foul.
technical on Kason. Wonder what that was about. He's getting an earful from Coach Kelsey about it. I saw the Baylor bench down there at the far corner from us jump up right when the whistle blew, so I don't know exactly what Kason Pryor did, but it was a no-no. And I Pat Kelsey kind of apologized to Coach Drew over there of Baylor. So Pat kind of pat himself on the chest and say, I'm not for that. Technical free throws by Obi Agbem, an 86% free throw shooter, and he rolls it in. It's his first point. He averages 11.5. Played at Wyoming last year where he averaged 17 points per game and shot 43% from three.
And Pat Kelsey was giving it to Kason Pryor. Holy cow.
Well, the possession will resume for Louisville now after the technical foul and the made free throw. 18-16 Louisville. Ball comes into play to Brown. Mike Hellett, top guarded by Williams, drifts over toward the left, works it back toward the right now. Brown pitches out to Conwell and gets it right back. Brown pulls up for a front right three and hit another one. Boy, is he feeling it these days. That's 3 threes already for Mike Hill after tying the school record with 10 on Monday night. Louisville leads 21-16.
And after you get the school record, I wouldn't have gotten a haircut, but he did, and it hadn't mattered, though.
Didn't change the thing. Louisville is now 5 of 9 in threes. Baylor 0 for 6. Here's Agben, fakes a three, drives, kicks, left side three, Carr, another miss. It goes right to Frew. Get it up court to Conwell. Ryan stops out of the top, feeds Frew to the basket. Two-hand slam by Frew.
That's our Toyota drive of the game. Ryan Conwell again being very, very patient tonight here for Louisville, and he hits Frew on the drive. Our Toyota drive of the game brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.
And that's a third assist for Ryan Conwell. 23-16 Louisville. Carl with the ball at the right, throws down low. There's a clear path to the rim, but a missed dunk, but they're going to get Roots for the foul. Dunk was missed by Powell, but Frew got him, Roots got him from behind for his first foul.
Ooh, that was close too.
So free throws coming up for Powell. 2 for 2 today, 5 for 6 in their loss earlier this week to BYU back on Wednesday.
Ooh, I just saw a replay. Very
free
close.
Throw rolls in. Yeah, I wasn't sure he did foul him, but
very, very close.
So Powell will get another one. 64% of the line on the year, but certainly has been accurate lately. Baylor has a big free throw advantage here early in the game. That free throw drops through. And Baylor is now 7 of 7 at the foul line, and Louisville has yet to attempt a free throw. 23-18 Cardinals. That's keeping Baylor in the game. Conwell has it out top for Louisville, throws to the left wing to Brown again. Starts to duck in on a drive, brings it back outside, around to the top. Brown slips off the left, has jumper, no good. And the rebound deflects out of bounds, touched last, I believe, by Frew.
He needs to scoot
It's
back.
going to be Baylor ball.
He needs to scoot back and shoot a three there.
Yeah, Louisville. Most of Louisville's 2-point field goals are at the rim.
Yeah,
that is the least, percentage-wise, least effective shot. That sort of mid-range shot, and it was a bit of a fall away for Brown. So you're right. Should have stepped back and tried a three. 23-18 Louisville, but Baylor with the possession. Inside 8 minutes. Williams has the ball out front, guarded by Conwell. Bounces away to Carr. Carr snaps it over to the left side, back out front again to Carr. Carr skips over toward the right, pulls up for a three out front. Good.
Yeah, you knew he was going to make one of those, and Hadley just a little bit late on the switch there, leaving him a little open.
Here's a three answered by Conwell, but it misses. Long rebound goes to the other side of the floor, and it's run down by Powell. So Baylor down by just 2, and with the ball, 7.5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Williams taking it back out front. Williams drives it just inside the arc, brings it back out front. Williams maintains the bounce, now gives it away. Ratai wants to work it in sideways on Brown. Fadeaway jumper in the lane, good by Ratai. And Baylor has tied the game at 23. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Michael Brown for Louisville. Gives it out top. Frew gives it back to Conwell. Ryan dribbling, looking. Picks it up, throws the left wing to Hadley. Throws across the floor to Roots at the high right. Shot clock under 10. Roots drives toward the baseline. Wants to work it in a little more on Carr. Gets closer, turns, and his shot is blocked by Carr, who grabbed it himself. Carr into offensive court for the Bears. Throws across the floor to Agbem. Agbem holds it. Now gets rid of it. Back out front to Williams. Williams on the Dickies emblem at midcourt. Slips off to the left. Williams gives it to Ratai. Ratai again works on Brown. Gives a little cushion. Now fadeaway jumper again. That one rims out. Rebound drops to the floor. Picked up underneath and a foul. Najee went back up with the loose ball rebound and was fouled in the attempt. And it's going to be 2 more free throws for Baylor when we come back after the timeout. Foul was on Hadley. That is his second foul. Baylor has made 8 of 8 free throws. Louisville has yet to shoot a free throw, and the Bears will be back at the line when we come back in a tie game, 23-23. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel. Before you break ground, head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Progressive Insurance can protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Well, Baylor's on a 7-0 run and has tied Louisville 23-23 with 6:14 to play. Let's check some other scores. Jody Demling.
Yeah, the ACC, Nate Kings with a game-winning layup. 2 seconds left. Syracuse upset SMU 79-78. It's up in Syracuse. Duke 67-54 over Clemson. North Carolina without a couple of starters. Vassar and Wilson both out, but still win at home against Pittsburgh 79-65. You had Notre Dame 89-74 over Georgia Tech. California 86-75 over Boston College. And to me, the upset of the day, even though I know they're just now 6-7, but Florida State just demolishing Virginia Tech in Blacksburg 92-69. Stanford's up 1 on Wake with 3 minutes to go in the first half. And Miami is up 2 on NC State with 3 minutes to go in the first half there as well. Florida's up 59-51 on Kentucky with 13 minutes to go in the game. And the big game earlier, 86-56, Michigan with a 30-point win. Iowa State with a 18-point win over Kansas. Clark & Riggs scoreboard update brought to you by Clark & Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark & Riggs at morethanaprinter.com.
That Michigan win over UCLA. And boy, has Florida State turned it around. Weren't they 0-5 in the conference at one point?
They were. They're playing really well right now.
Louisville does not play the Noles this year. The only team they don't play in the unbalanced schedule.
I keep thinking, okay, they're coming up on the schedule, and they're not.
That's a costly loss for SMU as well, who has a longer trip to make to play Louisville than Louisville does. SMU was at Syracuse. They'll be at home as Louisville just moves across town to Dallas for Tuesday night's game. Here's a free throw good by Najee, his first point. Najee is the first former NBA draft pick to score in a college game. He joined the team at Christmas. That's the world we live in these days, folks. First lead, 24-23 for Baylor. Second free throw is good as well. Actually, Baylor did have a brief lead early on, but it's 25-23 now. The Bears have it. Khalifa for the Cardinals. Out high with the ball. Hands away to Woolley. Woolley out front with it. Skips off to the right. Finds McNeely. Fakes the long three. Drives it. Pulls up at the foul line. And the shot goes in and out, and the rebound collected by Agbem. That's another mid-range two taken by the Cards. You don't see that very often.
Louisville 5 of 10 from 3, 4 of 11 from 2, and it's been a lot of mid-range stuff.
Here's Agbem on the bounce. Baylor with a 2-point lead, 5.5 minutes to go. Agbem throws it out to the top again to Najee. He drives and scores, and fouled by Khalifa. Najee averages less than 2 points and 2 rebounds a game. He has pitched in 4 points in the contest. The foul on Khalifa is his second, and they will add to their massive free throw advantage. They are 10 for 10 at the line, and Louisville has yet to shoot a free throw in the game. They have scored 11 straight points over the last 3 minutes. Free throw bounces in. So a 3-point play. His 5 points have come just in the last minute, and Louisville down 28-23 to Baylor. Here's Khalifa giving at the front right to Michael Brown. Brown looking, finds McNeely out front. Then to Khalifa. Hooks it down underneath. There's McNeely to put into on a patented assist from Khalifa.
An ollie assist right at the basket. No, those are good, Paul. It's the mid-range stuff when you get into the basket, get in the lane, and get easy shots. But Louisville has not been doing that much lately.
First 2 points for McNeely, 28-25. It ended a 10-0 run, a 12-0 run by Baylor. Here's a loose pass, saved in bounds, though, up in the air and loose. We're going to get a foul on that save attempt. And it's going to be actually on Woolley as he collided with Agbem on that jump for the loose ball. So the foul's continuing to mount for the Cardinals. Louisville has committed 9 fouls, Baylor 2. 1 in the bonus for Obi Agbem. The transfer from Wyoming has just 1 point in the game, averages 11.5. His free throw good. Boy, Louisville has to stop fouling and hopefully draw some fouls. 12-0 at the free throw line in favor of Baylor. Make it 13. 30-25. The Bears on top of Louisville with 4:43 to go in the first half. Brown to the Cardinals. One hands the pass to Roots at the top left. Khalifa comes high to get it. Sends it over to McNeely. Tosses back out front to Brown. Whips it down inside, and too hot to handle for Roots, and out of bounds over the baseline.
Good idea. Very good idea. Kanai was wide open as Louisville's going to put some pressure on here, it looks like.
Louisville committed its 4th turnover. Seems like more than that, but points off turnovers, in fact, are 5-4 in favor of the Cards. But Baylor possession leading 30-25, 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Pass comes into play in backcourt to Agbem. He'll bring it up on Woolley. Woolley stays with him. Agbem throws it ahead in the front court to Powell. Then off to Carr for his 3 for the top left. Hits the front rim and bounces right to Khalifa. Quickly gets it to Woolley. Can't attack. He's 1-on-3. Slows up on the dribble. Woolley finds Khalifa. Ollie hands away to McNeely. McNeely bounces back to Khalifa, straddling the 3-point arc at the high left. Backs it in a little bit on Agbem. Gets to the foul line. Ollie down low, surrounded, and they take it away. Rebound, the ball held onto by Yesufa, who bobbled it just momentarily and gave it back out front to Agbem. Louisville now with 5 turnovers in the game, trailing by 5 points. Here's Ratai out front on Woolley. Ratai works it closer to the foul line. Gets a little closer in the lane. Shoots that little fadeaway. Good.
He's just getting right in there. First it was against Brown. That's been against Woolley. That's 3 times he has done that against Louisville. Gotten right into the lane and got an easy jumper.
And it's a 7-point lead for Baylor. McNeely fakes the 3, spins away from the defender, throws to Khalifa. He'll let loose a 3 and miss it. And then we get a rebounding foul. And finally, It's not going to be free throws, though, because it was a rebounding foul. I believe it was called on Baylor, was it not?
It was. On Ratai, I believe.
Yes, it was Ratai. Just the third Baylor foul, but Louisville not shooting free throws, so we'll take a break with 3:18 left. And Louisville struggling a bit against the Bears. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio Channel 84 and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Baylor 32, Louisville 25 with 3:18 to go in the half. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Just like your Cardinals, Team Chevrolet has game-changing talent at every position, with a lineup led by the legendary Chevy Silverado, where 4 durable engines, including the TurboMax, deliver the capability you rely on every day. Plus, with advanced camera tech, it'll make your most difficult towing jobs a whole lot easier and your confidence even stronger. Check out the hard-working Silverado at your Chevy dealer today. Proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals. Kentucky drives Chevy.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
You can listen to us while synced up to your TV, so if the video matches our audio, if you want to know how, just go to syncmygame.com and they will instruct you on such matters. Paul Rogers, Jody Demling in Fort Worth, Texas. The Baylor Bears are on a 16-2 run over the last 5:03. They have made 13 of 13 free throws, and Louisville has yet to attempt a free throw. And Baylor has pulled out to a 32-25 lead over the Cardinals. It all kind of turned on that case in Pryor, seemingly totally out of the blue technical foul.
And what they, I guess what they said on TV, and what the word was, he taunted their bench, and just out of the blue. And that technical foul, Paul, changed this whole game. I mean, it gave them a spark, and for whatever reason, Louisville has just been kind of ho-hum since then. They got into a bad rotation there with that last lineup. You don't see the lineup often. With it was Kenai, Kobe, Ali Khalifa, Ali Khalifa, Isaac McNeely, and Frew in the game at the last time. You don't see that lineup in there very often. Louisville got stuck with that for a couple minutes, and it's not been a good few minutes here for the Cards.
Louisville ball from their end of the floor. Inbound pass comes to Roots on the right sideline. Roots brings it back outside. Defended by Carr, and Brown went to his knee, or went to his knees. He looked like poked in the eye, I think. That no foul call, though. They just stopped playing. Watch on a scoreboard replay here. Just still hard to tell exactly. But the Cards will inbound it again. Conwell will toss it in from right front court. Gets it into Brown. Michael has 3 three-point field goals today. Here's Hadley. Takes it down deep left baseline. Hadley into the lane. Muscles one up and in.
Had to take that one. Javon Hadley's going to have to come out and be a veteran in this one. He's going to have to take the ball to the basket and be physical. That's a good matchup for Louisville right there.
He's often the guy who comes through when you need him to, as he did there to end the scoring drought. Baylor leads 32-27. Ratai gives it up. Agbim gives it back to Ratai. Agbim takes it again out front. Agbim straight out top. Bounces back to Ratai. Works on Brown. Michael standing his ground. Ratai has to put one up against the shot clock. Bounces off the glass, off the rim. No good. Rebound to Conwell. Conwell in the front court, shifts gears and gets a foul.
And Michael,
a little reach by Agbim.
And Michael might have made the biggest defensive play right there, Paul, as he just bodied up Ratai straight up the entire time. Straight up.
Would not have let him get into that short to mid-range jumper where his 6 points have come from. Louisville inbound from underneath, floats it in from Brown to Roots on the right sideline again. Roots brings it back out front right, and then bounces it back to Brown again on the high right sideline. Michael dashes to the rim, layup. Oh, knocked it too hard, but fouled on the play. Michael made a nifty move to get to the rim, but was hit on the shot, and so Louisville at long last is going to get their first free throws.
Oh, he got him with his foot. Yeah.
They call it on Ratai?
Yes. He did touch him at the top, and I thought, but he kind of kicked him with his foot there at the very end.
Second foul on Ratai. So Louisville will get its first free throw of the game. Baylor is 13 out of 13. Brown makes 81% of his free throws. And he hits to get another one. On top of everything else Monday night, he also made all 7 of his free throws. 45 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. School record 10 three-point field goals. School record tying 10 threes.
Said he was excited to come down here and play in Texas. He does have family here. Mom's side of the family has got some family that lives in the area, so some fans here today for him.
Brown made both free throws. 32-29 Baylor. Nearing the 2-minute mark. Louisville averaging 87 points per game, but held in check by the Bears here. Ratai has the ball. Frew defending him out on the floor. Give it off to the right side. Pass comes back up top to Ratai again. And then over to the left to Carr. Pulls up with a 3 over Frew. Air ball. Grabbed by Brown. Runs out of there on the dribble down the left side of the floor. Comes to the middle. Whips the pass to the right. Long 3. Conwell, that's offline and kicks out to the Carr. They'll run it the other way. Brown tries to take it away. He can't. Then he's challenged at the rim by Conwell, and Conwell will be whistled for his second foul. Good look by Conwell. Stepped into one, but from our angle, you could tell it was offline. Ryan is just 1 of 5 and 1 of 4 in threes. After having that big game when he made 5 of his 6 threes on Monday night. 32-29 Baylor, 1:29 to go, and Carr at the free throw line makes 77%. He's their leading scorer at 19.8 a game, been under double figures only once, but has only a 3-point field goal so far today. Here's his free throw. Good. Played just 4 games last year at Tennessee and was injured, and then, boy, has he been a big breakthrough for Baylor this year. As I said, their leading scorer at almost 20 a game. Leads them in block shots with 34. Here's his free throw. That's good. Baylor, a perfect 15 actually of 15 to the foul line. Louisville is 2 of 2, and Louisville trails by 5 with 1:22 to go. Here's Hadley, an air dribble, and puts one up and good. That one at palming, but if you keep your hand on top of the ball, that's legal.
Exactly. The ball, it just came, it was like the ball had a little too much air in that one spot. It just came a little too high.
It was a high bounce. Sometimes on portable floors, you'll hit a lively spot like that.
Yeah.
There's a pass off to the top right, back out front again to Carr. Louisville trailing by 3 late in the half. Carr dribbles left, finds Agbem. He's got Brown defending him, pitches back out front to Carr. Shot clock at 4, long 3 by Carr. That's no good. Long rebound followed up by Carr. Won the race to the ball, gives it up to the right to Yesufu. Steps back to the right side 3, no good. Another offensive rebound. Take it down and put back up and missed underneath by Powell. And finally Louisville comes out of there with it as Hadley was able to grab hold of it. Hadley slows up on the right side, pitches back out to Roots and then around out top to Brown. Steps back, shovels a pass over to Roots to the high right. 21 in the half, 15 on the shot clock, straight on 3. Brown bailed another one.
Wow, Michael from almost the Dickies logo. That was about as deep as his record-tying one on Monday night with somebody in his face. Good job being patient. Then he takes a long shot.
Ties the score. 3 seconds to go. Pull up 3 out front. That's no good. And the half comes to an end. And Michael Brown has made all 4 of his 3-point field goals, has 14 points. And after some wobbly moments, Louisville has come back to tie it at halftime, 34-34. The Cards all tied with Baylor. Stay with us. Halftime coming up. William McDermott will take you through halftime. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Pro Rehab Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across Kentuckiana, contact Pro Rehab Physical Therapy today at ProRehab.com to see a physical therapist. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, a proud partner of the Louisville Cardinals and trusted choice for keeping Card fans in the game.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Louisville was founded in 1798, and we've been ruffling feathers ever since. Introducing 1798 Blonde Ale from Goodwood Brewing, the official craft beer of University of Louisville Athletics, and the unofficial beer of yelling, "That was a foul!" from your couch. Bold, crisp, and just spicy enough to make your rival's fight song sound like a lullaby. If the feathers ain't flying, you ain't trying. Goodwood Brewing, ruffling feathers since 1798, brewed to bring the heat and the winds.
This is your halftime report, sponsored by U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports, official sports rehab provider of the Louisville Cardinals.
Halftime at Fort Worth, Louisville 34, Baylor 34, competitive first 20 minutes. Welcome into the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports halftime report. The Michael Brown Show has continued for the Cards. 14 points. He's, again, trying to build off the 45-point performance on Monday against NC State. He was 4 of 4 from beyond the arc in this first half against Baylor, a game-high 14 points. Javon Hadley with 7 points. He knocked down a triple as well. 2 assists for Javon, and Sananda Frew, 6 points. Those three the leading scores for the Cards. Frew has yet to miss a shot. He is 3 of 3 from the field, also leads the team with 4 rebounds in 13 minutes. Baylor did not shoot the ball well, right? 0 of their last 6 from the floor, 32% field goal percentage, 8% from beyond the arc, 1 of 12 for the Bears from distance. However, Baylor, Scott Drew, his team, they got their points from the foul line, 15 of 15 from the charity stripe. Louisville, on the other hand, 2 of 2 from the foul line. For the most part, Cards have done a good job keeping Baylor's guards in check. Cameron Carr coming in, their leading scorer, was averaging 19.8 points a game. He is just 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, 3 rebounds in 18 minutes. Along his side in the backcourt, Tunde Yesufu, he has just 4 points and is 1 of 5 from the floor. The leading scorers on the side of Baylor, it's going to be the front court guys, Caden Powell, Michael Ratai, and James Najee. They have 5.6 points and 6 points to lead Baylor. Again, we're tied at halftime, 34-34. Nearly even on the glass, 16 rebounds for Baylor, 15 for the Cardinals. 5 turnovers for Louisville certainly hurt the Cards, just 2 on the side of Baylor. 9 of Louisville's 13 field goals were assisted in the first half. Louisville overall shot it pretty well, just under 50%, and 6 of 13 from beyond the arc, with, again, Michael Brown hitting 4 of those 6 threes. Halftime, 34-34, Louisville and Baylor in Fort Worth. Coming up next, we'll check up some scores from around the country. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
With the money they saved and earned by enrolling in LG&E and KU's new energy efficiency programs like Online Marketplace and Bring Your Own Thermostat, Frank was able to buy a pygmy goat. Sheila got bagpipes. Harry bought 10 pounds of Monk's Head cheese. Christy learned the Watusi and the Macarena. And Bruce, he bought a bicycle. Because he's just out there. Sign up now to earn money and save for whatever you're into. Visit lge-ku.com/save.
Looking for the ultimate spot to cheer on the Cards in style? The Louisville Thoroughbred Society is your downtown destination. A private, members-only social club where luxury meets Louisville pride. Enjoy exclusive game day specials, a rooftop terrace, cigar lounge, top-tier bourbon, and yes, pari-mutuel betting for the full experience. Come for the Cards, stay for the Society. Connect with Brooke Valentine today to learn more about membership at ltsociety.com. And go Cards!
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Louisville. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
34-34, Baylor and Louisville at halftime in Fort Worth. A competitive game, the second ever meeting between the two programs. Throughout the year, Prairie Farms is proud to partner with the Louisville Cardinals to showcase the standout student athletes over the past 7 days of competition through the Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week Award. Follow the Cardinals on Facebook or X to cast your vote for this week's Prairie Farms Student Athlete of the Week. Big day of college hoops elsewhere around the country. Kentucky and Florida, top 25 matchup at 74-60. Gators over the Wildcats, 7 minutes to go in the second half. Houston's beating Kansas State at halftime. Third-ranked Cougars up 33-19. BYU up 5 over Colorado, 37-32 there. In the ACC, several games going on, including Louisville's. Stanford and Wake Forest, it's 39-30 in Winston-Salem, just the start of the second half. And then Miami is down 5 to NC State. Remember, Louisville just gave the Wolfpack that whooping earlier this week on Monday. It's halftime in Raleigh, 42-37. NC State over Miami. Duke also beat Clemson earlier on in the day. Notre Dame beat Georgia Tech. Clemson over Boston College. Florida State crushed Virginia Tech 92-69. That final score. Syracuse beat SMU, Louisville's next opponent, by 1. And then Virginia takes on Ohio State later tonight at 8 o'clock. More coming here on the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports Halftime Report. Tied between Louisville and Baylor, 34 apiece. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future. Now, we're looking at a new Kentucky, where good jobs and a good life are possible for everyone. Y'all interested? We don't blame you. See why our new Kentucky home is the best place to do business and live a good life at newkentuckyhome.ky.gov.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Baylor was able to abuse a couple switches and mismatches on the offensive end of the floor against Louisville in the first half, and it's part of the reason it's tied 34-34 between the two, and also part of the reason why Baylor was able to get to the foul line for 15 free throw attempts, and they made all 15 of them. Louisville just 2 free throw attempts in the first half, and they didn't come until there was about 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first stanza of this one. So Louisville's got to do a better job defending without fouling, although for the most part they have done a good job defending Baylor, just 32% shooting on the night for the Bears and 1 of 12 from beyond the arc, and 5 turnovers have hurt Louisville offensively despite Michael Brown Jr. continuing his explosion. 14 points, 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A good one in Fort Worth between Louisville and Baylor. The second half coming up next. Paul Rogers, Jody Demling will have you the rest of the way. This has been the U of L Health Fraser Rehab Sports Halftime Report. I've been William McDermott, and this is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Cards fans, this is Tony Collier with the Collier Law Firm. If you get injured, whether it's in the car or on the job, call us. We're your law firm, located right here in my hometown of Louisville. All of our attorneys have experience working for the insurance companies. That means we already got the other side's playbook. And unlike some of those big law firms, our attorney fees start out at 25%, because at the Collier Law Firm, we got your back, not your wallet. So when you get injured, call your law firm, and go Cards.
Hey there, Cardinals fans. Your home deserves top-tier care and attention. That's why you can count on Southern Roofing and Renovations, your trusted local roofing expert. From the moment they arrive to the final inspection, Southern Roofing provides a guided experience from start to finish. Whether it's a quick repair or a full roof replacement, they've got you covered with the dedication and quality you can rely on. Visit SouthernRNR.com and see the Southern difference for yourself.
Hungry for made-from-scratch food? From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com and download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to add your name to the wait list or place it to go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await. Texas Roadhouse is a proud sponsor of U of L Athletics. Legendary food, legendary service. Texas Roadhouse. Go Cards!
34-34 halftime tie here between Louisville and Baylor. Paul Rogers with Jody Demling. It all went the wrong way after that Kaysen Pryor technical foul, Jody. I was trying to scan the play-by-play and recall exactly when that happened. But fortunately, Michael Brown and Javon Handley came alive late, and Louisville came back to tie it at 34.
Yeah, I'm looking to see, too, Paul, because that was, let's see, that was with 9:29 left. It was that was 9:29 left in Louisville. It was 21-16. Is that right? I think is what it was. But that's just a. I don't know. We won't. I doubt very seriously we see Kaysen Pryor the rest of today, from what we were told. And I was just talking to the TV guys at halftime, and they didn't even know really what he said. And I can see actually Sean Farnham was actually talking to Tony Padilla over there now. So now I'm curious to what he said. But it was a taunting of the bench is what they were told by the referees at the time. Paul, that's just something you can't do. That's just something that's, as Pat Kelsey, you could see he lost his mind, apologized to the bench, and then went and got on Kaysen. You just can't do that. And it totally changed the whole look of this first half.
It did, but then Baylor went cold right at the end of the half, and Louisville's able to come back and tie it. I'll check the scoring when Baylor went on that run to take the lead, and then Louisville answered them. They got 2 free throws in the last 3 minutes, and that was it. Louisville got a Hadley layup, a couple of Brown free throws, another Hadley layup, and a Brown three-point field goal. And Michael Brown, by the way, in that first half, All Michael did was make all 4 of his threes, 4 of 7 overall, 14 points for Brown. He is the game's only double-figure scorer.
And I thought he made a really big defensive play. Ty 3 times, Paul, twice with Adrian Woolley, and once with Michael. Got the ball at the free throw line and backed him down, and a nice little easy jumper over the defender. There's nothing they could do with the size advantage, but I thought late in the half he did a really nice job of walling up, making sure that his hands were straight up in the air, and they missed the shot, and then Louisville got the outlet run. That's when Hadley got the strong move inside. So yeah, a good job.
Baylor missed their last 6 shots of the half and wound up shooting just 32% to Louisville's 48%. The Bears were 1 of 12 in threes, while Louisville was 6 of 13. The most glaring difference is at the foul line. Neither team missed, but Louisville shot 2 and Baylor shot 15.
Yeah, that's got to change. And, the thing of it is, I was thinking, okay, why is Louisville not getting fouls called? But then I go back to what you and I talked about. What Louisville is 6 of 13 from 3, and they're 7 of 14 from 2. But those 2s, Paul, are a lot of mid-range stuff. A lot of things that you really don't. You got to attack. You got to get the ball in there in the paint and attack, and let them call the fouls.
Louisville has one of the highest 2-point percentages in the country, and that's because most of them are at or close to the rim. Yeah. And we did see 2 or 3 sort of mid-range shots for the Cards, and that's not normally a big part of the Cardinals' offense. But here we are, tied at 34, and we'll get second 20 minutes going. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at Kohl's and at Kohls.com. Here we go with the second half. Louisville has the opening possession. Brown gives it up to Hadley. Javon gets it back out top to Frew. Frew searching, loops a pass over to Conwell, feeds it down low. There's Hadley for 2. Oh, it rolled off the rim from right under the basket. Looked like a sure thing. Baylor runs it the other way. Kick off to the left. There's a 3 by Agbem. That's no good. They're 1 for 13 in threes, and Conwell with a rebound. Long lead pass to Brown for a flying dunk.
Nice job by getting the rebound. Guards need to rebound. That's the big thing. That's 4 for Ryan Conwell, and it leads to his 4th assist on the run-out.
Louisville was out-rebounded by 2 in that first half. Guards move on top 36-34. Williams passes to the left of the circle and knocked away briefly from Yesufu, but recovers it now, fires up a 3 and knocks it down.
Michael knocked it away, and it just away enough to where Hadley was out of position defensively a little bit.
Yesufu and Carr both have held pretty much in check here tonight. Here's a long 3 out front. Conwell under pressure, misses, rebound to Frew. That's it back out to Hadley. And now to Conwell, drives the lane, layup. Good by Conwell, and fouled on the play by Caden Powell. Conwell will attempt a 3-point play as he gets his 5th point.
All right, take the ball to the basket. There you go. We don't want mid-range jumpers. We don't like that. We don't want that. Take the ball to the basket and good things happen. Ryan Conwell getting the ball right to the rim, and now he's going to get a free throw.
Yesufu and Carr each have been under double figures just once this year. Yesufu has scored 7. Carr has scored 5. Conwell, who likewise has been under double figures just once, is at the free throw line with 5 points, going for a 6th. The 83% free throw shooter completes the 3-point play.
Why does everybody think they need to walk right in front of us?
We are located in an unusual position, and unfortunately, right behind where a lot of people walk. There's a pass down to the left corner. Can't get off the 3. Yesufu tried to. Now they give it back down on the baseline, and you're going to have to help me, Jody. I could not see. Somebody got a layup.
That was a nice drive by Williams there.
That was Williams that got through.
And Hadley with the run out, and a good pass for Louisville as they get it out and go in transition. And Javon Hadley, another basket at the rim. So Louisville taking the ball into the paint.
I'm going to let you take over. I had a wall of people running right in front of me just in that flurry. Louisville leads 41-39. We are in an elevated position up at the stands in a corner. There's a bounce pass back out top to Agbem. McNeely defends him. Agbem bounces into the circle area. There's some contact there. Carr fights through it, misses a turnaround jumper. Great defense by the Cards. Frew grabs another rebound. Here comes Conwell. Conwell gets it from Brown. Conwell from the left side now drives into the lane, takes it in deep, kicks it back outside. Brown gets it. Pull up three by Michael. No good, but fouled on the play, and he'll get 3 free throws. He was knocked down by Powell.
And that is a great job by Frew again, Paul. As Frew gets the ball, he sets a little pick, and they have to switch, and just late on the switch. Was it Powell or Carr?
Powell, I believe.
Was it Powell? Yeah, Powell was late on the switch.
So Brown with 16 points in the game, 4 of 4 in threes. He's made both of his free throws, and he's got 3 free throws coming up here, and Louisville will try and narrow that free throw gap. You think Coach Kelsey told him at halftime, attack?
Oh, my goodness.
Draw some fouls?
You know, people talk about, you look at it as Michael was with the first free throw up, and it's good. Paul, you talk about, okay, well, the officials this, the official that. Make the officials call it. That's what I always say. Make the officials call it. Yes, there was no fouls called against Baylor in the first half, but Louisville was settling for mid-range jumpers.
Free throw good again by Brown. Now, I've never believed that the officials are supposed to call equal number of fouls on both teams necessarily. By the way, the Cardinal Charity Stripe program, each made free throw, means another donation by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, Feeve Interlogistics, 7 Brew Coffee, and Oasis Solutions. Brown hits all 3 of the free throws. The Cardinal Charity Stripe gives back 1 free throw at a time. So Louisville pushes out to a 5-point lead, 44-39. Their largest lead was 7, same for Baylor. Backcourt pressure, he jumps in the front court, goes a long, dangerous pass. It is grabbed, but he's falling out of bounds, has to heave it back into play, across midcourt, and that'll be a turnover, over and back. Louisville gets it back.
I actually wish it wouldn't have been over and back, because it was saved right to Ryan Conwell, who had no one between him and the basket, as those passes were going everywhere. He actually stepped out of bounds, looked like on the baseline, but yeah, over and back for sure.
Baylor has now turned it over only 3 times. Louisville just 5 themselves.
One play I've never figured out, over and back, you get the ball, it's like the hash mark kind of thing. It's like, what else? It's at the middle of the floor.
Brown has it near midcourt, gives to Hadley. Hadley inside the arc, works down a little bit closer. It's a poked away, but rescued by McNeely. Feeds in low to Hadley. Hadley down deep, pump fake, goes up strong, swatted out of there, blocked out of bounds. They call a foul?
No,
it is just an out of bounds block. I thought for a second they called the foul. It was Najee who blocked the shot.
2.8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Baylor has 3 blocks in the game. Cards to inbound with very little time.
In a weird spot, Paul.
It's on the sideline, but down near the left corner for Michael Brown. 2.8 on the shot clock. Brown tosses into Hadley, returns it to Brown. Quick baseline jumper, came up short. Had to shoot it up against the clock. Najee with the rebound. Baylor basketball. Agbem into front court, defended tightly by Conwell. Agbem back and forth and throws a pass. It's intercepted by Brown. Gave it to Conwell. Back to Brown. Drops it off for Frew for a flying slam.
That is sharing the basketball. Kell with a great steal. Michael Brown, as good as he's been on offense this week, fantastic on defense. To Conwell on the break. Frew finishing it with the slam.
Louisville 7 straight for a 7-point lead, 46-39, equaling the biggest lead for either team. They played 3.5 minutes of the second half. Here's Agbem dribbling out top, gives it to Carr, feeds it down to Yesufu inside the arc. Yesufu, fadeaway jumper over Roots, and Kanai is going to be whistled for a foul.
They've been doing such a good job defensively of walling up and not getting into their body. And Kanai, it's just, Paul, that's the strength right there. If that's Hadley on him right there, he probably doesn't get the foul called, but he's just got so much more strength than Kanai does. He just kind of leans into it.
So Yesufu at the free throw line, just 7 points for the freshman who scored 37 last time out, most ever by a Baylor player against a ranked team. That was a 4-point loss to BYU. Free throw good.
Do they miss free throws ever?
Well, they haven't today.
Man.
They are 16 for 16. 72% for the year. That one is good also. And it's 46-41, a 5-point lead for the Cardinals. Conwell works at the point now, but Brown down in the corner, out top to Hadley. Back to Conwell again. Ryan Conwell drives part of the way in, backs away, skips into the lane, puts up a runner, rolls off the rim. Rebound taken down by Najee. Baylor basketball trailing 46-41. Just over 4 minutes gone in the second half. Agnew passes on the top right. The car slipped and fell down, lost the ball, picked up by the Cardinals. Brown, another lead pass for a flying dunk by Hadley.
Not only a lead pass, but he's in the air. Looked like he might be getting fouled. Someone in the middle, and he kind of slips it around him, and Hadley just opened for a dunk.
48-41 Cardinals. Brown now with 4 assists to go with his 19 points. Here's Carr feeding it down low to the left. Quick short jumper, no good, and fouled again. Yesufu drew the foul.
Kenai again.
He'll get free throws once again as Kenai Roots picks up his 3rd personal foul, and free throws coming up for Baylor when we return from a timeout. At Progressive Insurance, save big when you bundle your home, auto, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit progressive.com. Louisville 48, Baylor 41, 15:21 to play. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Thinking about digging, planting a tree, putting up a fence? Hold that shovel before you break ground. Head to Kentucky811.org or call 811. It's quick, it's free, and yep, it's the law. Submit your request online or call before you dig. Member utility pros will mark where the underground lines are. Don't risk the injury, service outages, penalties, or costly repairs. Safety is in your hands. 811 before you dig. Sponsored by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check with your wife first, before hanging your framed jerseys in the living room.
So what do you think?
Wow, all of your sports jerseys in the living room now.
Cool, right?
Did you try the basement?
What?
Let's try the basement.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Save on personalized comfort during Sleep Number's President's Day sale. Their best deals are on now, limited time, only at Sleep Number and sleepnumber.com. Paul Rogers with Jody Demling here in Fort Worth. Bob Valvano was at the Iowa State-Kansas game today for ESPN Radio. A blowout win by Iowa State. And in Kansas, what they had like an 8 or 9 game winning streak going on.
Man, oh man.
Here in Fort Worth, Louisville leads 48-41. 7 points has been the biggest lead for any team. Each has had that lead at one point. Louisville has outscored them 14-7 in the second half to pull away from what was a 34-34 halftime tie.
And what do, Paul? You need to get something going. You go inside. You take the ball to the basket. You attack. And Louisville's been doing a much better job this half of attacking and also not fouling. Kenai Roots is the one. It's both fouls. He's gotten both fouls this half, and they both come here within the last couple of minutes of the half. So Louisville doing a better job.
Here's Louisville scoring, just what you're talking about. Brown dunk, Conwell layup, Conwell free throw, Hadley layup. Brown 3 free throws, Frew dunk, Hadley dunk. So get it to the rim, folks. Those mid-range 2-pointers aren't supposed to be a part of the Louisville offense. That hurt them some in the first half, as did the foul differential, where Baylor in the first half was, what were they, 12? Was it 12 of 12, I think, at the foul line? Yeah. And Louisville was 2 of 2. And now in the second half, it's even up a little bit. Louisville is 4 for 4, and Baylor is 2 of 2 at the stripe so far. So not a missed free throw yet. 6 attempts for Louisville and 17 for Baylor. Look at this. Kaysen Pryor's out of the doghouse. He's going to check back in. I did not think we'd see Kaysen.
I did not.
After that technical foul early in the game, or in the first half anyway. And a game that kind of swung it back in Baylor's favor for a while. They went on a run, took the lead, but now Louisville seems to have steadied themselves, although we do have free throws coming up for Tunde Yesufu. 9 points for the freshman, who averages 18. He misses the first free throw that's been missed today.
They do miss.
He's a 78% free throw shooter. The freshman averages 18 points, nearly 6 rebounds, leads them in steals with 49.
He's a load.
Buried that one.
A little pressure from Baylor.
Full court pressure by the Bears, and Louisville wants to call a timeout.
They're going to go to full.
15:21 to play. That'll go for as a full timeout. That's the first call timeout of the second half. So we will step away. Yep, it's 48-42 Cardinals still. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And when you download the Kroger app, you can clip and save more with digital coupons every week. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you can enjoy more ways to save and more rewards every time you shop. So it's always easy to save big every day with savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Here's Tom Drexler.
This is Tom Drexler with Tom Drexler Plumbing, Air, and Electric, proud supporter of the Louisville Cardinals. Just like the Cards, we believe in being the best. That's why only the best technicians wear the Tom Drexler uniform. I promise you will be a fan of our upfront pricing and clean professional service. For all of your plumbing, heating and cooling, or electrical needs, make the right call. Dial 1 Tom Drexler.
Call the plumber whose name is his number. Call the plumber whose name is his number.
Dial 1 Tom Drexler, that's his number.
Yeah.
Cards fans, playing in the ACC takes grit and determination with a reliable team backing you up. Same goes for your trash service. That's why so many rely on Rumpke Waste and Recycling. We've been in the game for more than 90 years, and our playbook is all about dependable service. Need an open-top dumpster for a job site? A container for your business? Trash and recycling service at your home? There's only one team, Rumpke. Learn more and start service today at rumpke.com. Rumpke, waste and recycling done right.
15:21 to play here in Fort Worth. It is Louisville with a 6-point lead over Baylor, 48-42. These two teams played only one time, and that was in the championship game of the Battle for Atlantis back in 2016. A game that Baylor stormed back from 20 points down in the second half to win 66-63. The Baylor Bears having an un-Baylor-like season. They started 10-2, but then they got into conference play, and they've gone just 3-9. Admittedly, in a very rugged conference, the Big 12 is loaded. Their most recent loss, in fact, was to BYU Wednesday, 99-94. Hanging close with Louisville, but the Cards hoping to keep the momentum of a big surge here that has seen them win 6 of their last 7 games and hoping to keep the OMO going.
I like the pace so far the second half. I do like what Louisville's doing defensively, Paul. They just need to keep attacking, keep getting to the basket. You know, dunk, you read off the stats: dunk, layup, dunk. You know, those are the good things. Those are what you want. And against this Baylor team, that's what you need to do. Keep up the pace, keep running. And remember, they've only played 7. They only played 7 pretty much the other night in the entire time. I mean, and these guys are playing a lot of minutes. So you need to continue to pick up the pace.
Louisville hoping they can wear them down. The Cards are 5 of 5 in dunks. Baylor is 1 of 1. Cason Pryor has re-entered the game. Pryor got a technical foul that incensed Coach Kelsey. He was about as angry as I've seen him. Understand the language was a little more colorful than Coach Kelsey normally uses as well on that occasion. So they sprung a full-court press on Louisville, and they called a timeout. Now the Cards are ready for it, and they are in a mild press. There's going to be Woolley to bring it up court on the bounce. Woolley, defended by Williams, gets it in the front court and throws to Brown. Comes to the circle. Michael Brown with a quick dribble, quick spin, gets inside, slips it up and in. What a tricky move by Michael Brown.
My goodness, that was nice there. And against the bigger guy as well.
21 points for Michael. He's halfway to almost to his game the other night. Here's a drive into the lane by Williams. Lunges for the rim and draws a foul on perhaps Khalifa, I think. Nope, it's going to be a Brown. Michael Brown's first foul in the game. Michael is 6 of 10 for the field, 4 of 4 in threes, 5 of 5 at the foul line, 21 points and 4 assists. So continuing to work his magic. Free throws coming up for Isaac Williams, the transfer from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. has scored 6 points. He averaged 9 and almost 4 assists last year. Free throw good for his 7th point. Mike Hill is just over 9 points a game.
Mike Hill and Coach Kelsey having a pretty spirited little conversation there. I think that was about defense on that end. He just shakes his head. He's like, okay, I got you, Coach.
Second free throw good. That's usually his response. I got you, Coach.
Got you, Coach.
He's a very wise and mature and composed player. 50-44 Cardinals. Louisville briefly had its biggest lead of the game at 8 when it was 50-42. Here's Khalifa down low right with the ball, looking for a cutter, finds McNeely, can't shoot the three, ends it back to Khalifa, turns down the lane, drops it off for Pryor, puts it up and scores. Another interior specialty pass by Ali Khalifa to Kaysen Pryor.
He faked everybody out. I thought for sure he was going to go in for a layup there. I think Kaysen Pryor did too. Nice catch by Kaysen at the last second.
52-44. Here's a pass inside. He pushed off, baby. Yeah, it's going to be an offensive foul. They tried to feed it in, and it was a push-off on the Yesufu. First foul called on the freshman.
Yeah, he did.
Yesufu.
Little act by Woolley, but he got him pretty good. He discarded him. They're going to call that every single time.
Louisville 52-44, almost 6 minutes into the second half. Brown bounces on the left to Khalifa. Holly searching again. Takes it toward the circle. Khalifa shovels away to Brown. Brown works off a Khalifa screen. He's guarded by Yesufu. Comes Khalifa with another screen. Now Brown snaps the pass to the right. A Woolley open three. In and out and back in for Woolley.
That's a great pass. What a skip pass from the top of the right side near the Louisville bench all the way to the other corner. A wide open Woolley.
5th assist for Brown. Biggest lead, 55-44 Louisville. Ratai gives it out top to Najee. Now Carr feeds it down low right to Yesufu on Brown. Contested baseline jumper, no good, well defended. Rebound to the floor, loose, scramble, tie up. Possession arrow to Baylor.
Kaysen Pryor, though, on the floor getting it. That's one Ali Khalifa's not going to like to watch that rebound because it went right through his hands. But Kaysen Pryor there for it on the floor, getting down and getting some dirt.
Rebounds are even in this game. They do have a slight rebounding advantage on the offensive glass, 7-5. They average over 11 offensive rebounds per game in conference play now. This is a non-conference game, but it's been the one thing they've done well in spite of the 3-9 conference mark. They inbound the ball, get it back into play out front court. Deep three against the shot clock. It bounces off the rim, and a foul on Kaysen Pryor, who was holding.
He's going to call it the other way.
Oh, they sure
Lee
did.
Cassell, yeah. Yeah, Lee
Called
Cassell.
it on Najee. His first foul. I really thought Pryor looked like he might have been holding him underneath, but maybe the whistle's going to go Louisville's way a little bit in this second half.
Ooh, yeah, Kaysen. Ooh, that's a tough foul on either one of them, really. That's a good battle.
55-44, Louisville leading it. Cards were badly outscored to the foul line in the first half, but that's even up. Here's a drive to the rim and a layup put in by Conwell.
And what was that? What's that call?
I thought they might have called a timeout.
Did they call a timeout?
I believe that Scott Drew called a timeout, although the officials do seem to be talking about something.
Not sure what they called.
Scott Drew is a little perturbed, it looks like. Are they going to go to the monitor? I did not see what exactly transpired, just after that whistle blew.
What
was that signal? They just signaled the bench.
Stay standing. What are they? I don't know what they're doing.
Cardinals have outscored them 23-10 this half. They've scored 7 straight. They've made the last 5 shots. They lead it now 57-44, their biggest lead. And they are checking something at the monitor.
I'm worried because Kaysen's on the floor. And I hate to say that, but...
Are we going to get a double foul, maybe? I can't hear the PA clearly. I heard both Najee and Pryor's names mentioned. We are, again, up high in a corner, so we don't have real good access to what's going on down on the floor, unfortunately. I need a friend who's watching TV to text me and see what they're saying.
Yeah, do we have any friends? Let's see.
We'll find out. Of course, our friends are listening to us, though. Well, whatever it is, they are still monitoring.
The basket's good.
Yeah, the score's 57-44. That last basket by Brian Conwell of Louisville, and then the foul came shortly after that. Conwell now with 8 points and 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Brown 21 and 5 assists.
So they're looking at the hook and hold on the other end before. I didn't know that you could continue to do that. I guess you can go back, right? They were looking at a hook and hold on Kaysen on the other end on the foul that was called on Najee.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense now from what we heard in the PA vaguely.
Okay, Baylor appealed that. So
Baylor appealed. There was no additional foul. So each team has now had one appeal and lost it. So they've each lost a timeout. So Baylor has 3 timeouts left, and Louisville has 2 remaining. Baylor will inbound the ball with the biggest deficit of the day, 57-44 with 12:54 to go.
Just the confusion is I didn't think he could do it that far down the line. It was like a minute later.
I didn't realize that either.
Learn something every day.
Here's Agbem with the ball out deep on Brown. Gives it up to Williams. Williams out near midcourt. Guarded by Woolley. Works it in a little closer. Still a distance, though. Bounces down, almost taken by Pryor, but they got it down in low to Powell. Now up against the clock. A 3-point desperate shot misses by Yesufu and knocked out of bounds, unfortunately, by the Cards. I think Pryor hit it last, scrambling for the rebound.
Yeah, I think Woolley and Pryor just kind of both together knocked it out.
Yesufu is just 2 of 8 from the field and has scored only 10 points.
Mike Hill's going to get a little break here, 12:25, so you got a 30-second break or so for him.
Inbounds pass comes out deep across the top. Now Williams has it. Williams feeds it further out near midcourt to Agbem. Agbem starts inside the arc, now slants across the lane, pull-up jumper, rolls off, and Pryor gathers in the rebound and gets hit in the throat by Ratai. 3rd foul on Ratai.
Tell you what, Kaysen has been active out there. He's been on the ground. He has a bucket. He's got a couple of...
He just needs to stay active with his body and not his mouth.
Correct, exactly.
Got him in trouble earlier today if joined us late for the technical foul, a taunting foul. Here comes Hadley in replacing Pryor. Kaysen goes to the bench with 2 points and a rebound. Cardinal basketball, 57-44. Louisville's outscored them 23-10 in the second half. Bounce pass to Khalifa inside the arc on the left. Ollie dribbles toward the circle. Hands away to Woolley. Woolley out top now. Drives the lane, shows it up, and it rolls off the rim. We're going to get the goaltending. Were they up on the rim?
Yep. Doug Sermon's called goaltending.
They're going to count the basket for Adrian Woolley, his 7th point. And we'll go to our under 12 timeout with Louisville owning its biggest lead of the day, 59-44. They've outscored it by 15 in the second half. We'll be back. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
The U of L Health, orthopedics, and sports medicine experts get you back in the game of life faster. We lead the state in robotic procedures that minimize pain and recovery time. Our high-level care and customized surgeries treat everything from shoulders to toes, including spines. And as the official medical team for U of L Athletics, we give that same VIP care to every patient. That's the power of you. Visit UofLHealth.org.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Kohl's gets it. Valentine's Day comes with expectations. Grand expectations, telepathic expectations, and heart-shaped everything expectations. Yes, even waffles. Kohl's has gifts that rise to the occasion. From romantic to playful, sparkly to sweet, or all of the above. Plus, get 15% off some of your finds. So go ahead, exceed those Valentine's Day expectations with Kohl's. Select styles, offer ends February 16th. Some exclusions apply. See store, kohls.com for details.
59-44, Louisville has its largest lead of the day at 15 points over Baylor with 11:52 to play. The only thing disappointing about today, Jody, has been the turnout. Very disappointing in terms of numbers. But the good part of that is it neutralized whatever advantage people thought Baylor might have for this game in Fort Worth. There are maybe 3,000 fans here, and I swear I think half of them are Louisville fans.
I'd say at least half of them are Louisville fans. They just did the Joker and the Thief. It's a neutral site, so they've been playing Louisville videos and into Baylor video, doing the different things and like they do at home.
They got the wrong timeout, though. It's supposed to be the next timeout.
It's okay. It's all good because they're enjoying it. There's a lot of Louisville fans.
There are.
If you look courtside, Paul, and maybe there's, 150 people courtside, and I see probably maybe 125 people courtside, probably half and half of them are Louisville fans. And it's a good turnout for the Red, not a good turnout for the day.
Louisville in a 9-0 run. This is a very nice arena. It seats about 14,000. Fairly new. It was completed in 2019, I believe. Maybe a factor in the attendance is we had some really heavy rain here this morning. That might have discouraged a few people from coming out. It's warm, but it was some heavy rain day. We're supposed to have really some fabulous weather here for the next couple of days, which is nice. Since Louisville is staying over to play SMU on Tuesday. And a bit of a surprise, SMU was beaten today by Syracuse.
Let's see, 80 on Monday?
I believe so, and sunny. Baylor possession, 11:52 to play. Some mild full court pressure for the Cardinals. Conwell defends Williams as he brings it up court. Williams now zigzags over the midcourt line. Gets a step and gets by Conwell for a layup.
That's going to happen every now and then. Ryan doing a good job defensively here this afternoon, and that one he just got a step on him.
10th point for the Texas A&M Corpus Christi transfer. Here's Woolley for the left side for the Cardinals. Woolley brings it out front. Tried to feed it into Frew and stolen away. Here comes Agbim into front court, drops it off, and there's a running lay-in by Ratai. So 2 baskets at the rim for Baylor, and now it's just 59-48 Cardinals. Kobe Rogers on the floor for Louisville. Sends a pass way over Hadley and out of bounds over the Louisville bench. So Baylor with 4 in a row, and a turnover gives it back to the Bears. Louisville has hit their last 6 shots, but Louisville has now turned it over 7 times to 6 by Baylor. Points off turnovers, 12-8 advantage for the Cardinals.
Woolley checks out. Michael Brown back in.
Baylor possession as Williams again tries to drive it. Rogers sticks with him, forces him back out on the perimeter, hands it off to Carr. A deep squat defensively for Conwell on Carr. Now they've got it out at the top. There goes the big man taking it down in low on Frew. Left-hand jump hook comes up short on an air ball by Powell, but fouled on the shot. Frew commits his first foul of the game. Sananda has 8 points and 6 rebounds in the contest. He's the game's leading rebounder. He is Louisville's leading rebounder on the season at about 6.5 a game. Free throws on the way for Powell. He's 4 for 4 today and has 6 points. Louisville hoping to overwhelm with their numbers. Baylor's playing a 7-man rotation these days. Powell misses the free throw. It's his first miss.
And Louisville's bench hasn't been the same today. Woolley and Rogers -6 when they're on the floor, including this 4-0 run here.
This free throw drops through that time. Baylor's bench has actually outscored Louisville's. Bench points 13-9. 59-49. Baylor trails by 10. Cards had it to 15. Here's Hadley, baseline drive, fouled on the shot, and he'll get free throws.
That's what
fouled
you got.
On his way to the rim by Powell.
That's what's working. That's what you do. Take it right to the basket. Javon just put his head down that time and went right to it. They switched, and a little too late on the switch.
Yeah, it was after the switch. It's actually Agben that fouled him. So Hadley at the line for the first time today. 10 points for Javon with 3 rebounds. Hadley's a 66% free throw shooter and puts that one through.
Isn't it amazing how, though, the fouls do catch up? It was so lopsided in favor of Baylor in the first half, and now it's 14-11 here.
Hadley nails another one. So both free throws for Hadley. Total fouls, like you said, 14-6 by Baylor, but it's been much more even in the second half. 61-49 Cardinals. Get it out on the perimeter to Agben. Out past the top of the circle. Stumbles on the dribble and picked up by Hadley. 2 on none with Frew. Hadley will go on himself and flat off for the defender and lay it in.
I thought he was going to leave it off for Frew.
I did too.
And I think Frew was getting ready to go up and dunk, and Hadley took it himself, which is a good thing.
Timeout for Baylor. 10:02 to play. 63-49. The lead belongs to Louisville. So the Cards seemingly have things back under control. You never know. Still a lot of time to go. We've still got half of the half remaining in the game. It should just be a 30-second timeout.
No, they went. He did full.
Well, maybe it's a minute. Can't have a full timeout yet. We just had the under 12.
I know. I don't think they really know. And we're so far up. There's no one above us, Paul.
No, you're right about that. To be fair, we're not in the ceiling. They just have the upper deck cordoned off, but there are no spectators up above us.
The one thing in the arena that they do a good job, because when we came in here this morning, it was a pretty bad smell in here.
Well, that's what 3 weeks of rodeo will do for you.
And it's not as bad right now that we're 10 minutes to go in the game. Maybe it's because Cards have been playing well here.
10:02 left in the game, 63-49. Louisville has outscored them 29-15 in the second half. Tied at halftime at 34. Louisville shooting 56%. Remember, they shot 60% in the Monday win over North Carolina State. But they've also made almost half of their three-point field goals. They're 7-15. Michael Brown is 4 of 4 in threes. Brown, another splendid game brewing. 21 points, 5 assists. Has made all 5 of his free throws, and as I mentioned, all 4 of his threes. Louisville has made its last 7 shots to get their overall percentage up to 56%. Baylor will inbound the ball right by the Baylor bench. Cameron Carr tosses it into play to Williams. Williams out deep. Hadley gives it some cushion. Williams throws on the right. They get it down low inside, and Yesufu puts it up and in.
Yeah, you're not going to stop him, especially if it's Michael who's guarding him when he gets the ball on the block.
Brown has it dribbling now at the high left. Brown out top to Frew. Here's Frew giving off to Conwell. Drives baseline, gets in tight, fouled on the way up by Williams.
He just... we talked about this before at one of the games, Paul. When he wants to... you're not going to stop him. He's so strong getting to the basket. That time he comes down the baseline. Most of the time it's a straight line. That time just a straight line down the baseline. You're not going to stop him. He's so strong.
Conwell's free throw, no good. 83% on the year, but 1 for 2 today. Overshadowed with Brown's sensational performance on Monday was Conwell's 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. He hit 5 of 6 threes in the game. Conwell's second free throw splashes through.
Felt kind of bad, really.
I know.
Everybody talking about Michael this, Michael that, Michael this, and he hit some big shots and some deep shots, too.
First time ever 2 Louisville players have scored over 30 in a game. Here's a drive by Williams, cut off at the rim, leaves it back outside. Now they feed Yesufu and plows over Brown and puts one up and in. He's a big, strong guy himself. He now has 14 points. 64-53 Cardinals. Here's a bad pass. That's a weak pass by Brown. Picked up by Baylor. Here comes Carr. Skips down low. Trips. Runs back the other way. McNeely has the ball. McNeely gives to Hadley. Javon turns, flips it to the right. McNeely open for a three. I believe it was blocked. It was way offline. I think Carr got a hand on that. It should be out of bounds to Louisville. Yeah, Carr blocked the shot. McNeely has just 2 points.
Yeah, that ball was blocked for sure.
McNeely has missed 2 threes in the game.
Yeah, he hasn't really forced anything, but just hadn't been able to really get going here.
Brown to inbound from the end zone. Floats it over Hadley, who's being held. That's why he can't get to the ball. Foul's going to be called on Carr, who claims Hadley was holding him, but that's going to fall on deaf ears. So Cameron Carr picks up his first foul. One in the bonus coming up for Javon Hadley. He's made both of his free throws. Javon, just a typical solid game, 6 of 9 from the field. He's made 3. He has 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. So sturdy and dependable. Hadley lets it go and hits it. So Louisville is now 10 of 11 in free throws. Still a big advantage for Baylor, but that was built primarily in the first half. They are 21 of 23.
6 of 8 here in the second half for Baylor and 8 of 9 for Louisville.
And there's another one for Hadley. 16 points for Javon. 66-53 Cardinals, 8:53 to play. Williams brings it into offensive court. Back out to Agbem. Agbem at three-point range out front again to Yesufu. Yesufu's going to try and work it on Brown again. Stands his ground. Yesufu kicks off to the left. There's a 3 by Ratai. That misses, and Roots secures a sturdy rebound for Louisville. Gets to Conwell, whips it across the floor. Here goes Brown on the attack, and layup blocked off the glass. Blocked away, and here comes Baylor back again in the front court. Agbem stops out front. Gives it up to Yesufu. Long 3 from him. No good. Long rebound. Kicks to Brown. Louisville's 3-on-3. Brown will slow down as he comes in the front court. I've learned, if I'm ever in this position again, not to take the aisle seat.
I just, yeah.
I need to be over where you are.
I mean, I'm getting a lot of people in front of me, but not as many.
There's Brown dribbling out front again for the Cardinals. Brown ducks in, gets close, pivots, drops off a pass, not really a good one, into traffic, and stole it away and saved in bounds. Good hustle by Baylor. Here's a step-through move and a layup put in by Williams. So Brown has been guilty of a few turnovers tonight. In fact, that's his 4th. 66-55, 7.5 minutes to go. Louisville leading it. Brown does have 5 assists, but those 4 turnovers. Hadley has the ball, top left. Hadley inside the arc now, works a little closer on Agbem. Hadley sends the pass over across to Roots. Back out to Brown again. 5 to shoot. Brown hoists a long one. Missed a 3 off the glass, missed the rim. And here comes Williams again running. Drops it off. Spin move. Yesufu hits the baseline jumper. Don't write him off.
No, not at all.
66-57. Yesufu is heated up now with 16 points and a timeout from Pat Kelsey and the Cardinals. And this will be a full timeout with 6:56 left. 66-57 is the Louisville lead, and we'll check some other scores when we return to Fort Worth. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
The Galt House Hotel is ready to be your legendary Louisville destination. We have your answer to that long overdue date night or reunion with friends. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner in Walker's Exchange, dinner with waterfront views at Swizzle, or happy hours before the big game at Down One Bourbon Bar, your visit will be nothing short of legendary at the Galt House Hotel, the official hotel partner of the Louisville Cardinals.
Around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round. And Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anyone, with more on the way, including the all-new RAV4, totally redesigned to be more capable, totally hybrid to fit your lifestyle, with multiple drivetrain options so you can maximize your weekend adventures or your fuel efficiency. And these new RAV4s are coming soon. Contact your Toyota dealer for arrival timing. Toyota, let's go places.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Baylor has trimmed what was a 15-point lead down to 9 by making their last 6 shots with 6:56 to play at 66-57 Louisville leading. Remember, I mentioned in the only other meeting between these two and the battle for Atlantis 10 years ago, Baylor mounted a big late comeback to beat the Cards. Louisville hoping that doesn't repeat itself. Let's check some other scores, Jody. Busy day.
All right, yeah, definitely. Kentucky, another one of those big comebacks. They did score 49 points in the second half, but they lose 92-83 at number 14, Florida. Number 2, Michigan with the big victory. Number 5, Iowa State, 74-56 over Kansas. Nebraska wins the 22nd game of the year, 68-49 over Northwestern. North Carolina over Pittsburgh. St. John's in a game that was marred by some scuffles and ejections and different things. 79-69 over Providence, and Vanderbilt beats Texas A&M in the ACC. Going on right now, Wake Forest is up 2 with a minute to go at home against Stanford, and NC State up 3 with 3 minutes to go at home against Miami. As we said, Duke beat Clemson, North Carolina beat Pittsburgh, Notre Dame beat Georgia Tech, California beat Boston College, Florida State demolished Virginia Tech, and Syracuse a 1-point win over SMU. Our Clark and Riggs scoreboard update brought to you by Clark and Riggs, providing business solutions for over 20 years. Visit Clark and Riggs at morethanaprinter.com.
6:56 left in the game, a 9-point lead for Louisville, 66-57. Louisville with 4 conference losses and some golden opportunities ahead in the schedule, and we're seeing some teams lose some games now, and Louisville certainly within the realm of possibility of working into a top 4 seed double bye in the ACC tournament. Still a good ways to go. When you play games like North Carolina and Clemson, as well as the others coming along, SMU on Tuesday, the opportunity is there for some very impressive wins and quad 1 wins, which really helps your resume. Cardinal ball, get it into play to Michael Brown. Less than 7 minutes to go. Brown sideline pass to Khalifa at the left. Khalifa hooks it down low. There's Conwell for the lay-in. Ali Khalifa delivers again.
ATO, another after timeout there for Pat Kelsey drawing that one up. And when you got Ali on the floor, boy, that makes it a little easier, doesn't it?
3rd assist for Khalifa, 17 assists for Louisville. Here's a ball stripped away, but that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Khalifa.
Ooh. On Hadley.
Don't have.
They're not giving him the free throws as well.
Where is Hadley? I'm just watching a scoreboard replay. Hadley's nowhere in the picture.
He is not even near there.
Well,
they called it on Hadley.
And they're going to inbound the ball. Take it out underneath.
It's 3 fouls.
Floated in top of the circle. And there's a bump by Michael Brown, ran into Williams, so Brown has committed his 3rd foul.
That really wasn't a foul there, but.
So Hadley, Roots, and Brown now all with 3 fouls for the Cards. They get it into play to Williams out near midcourt. Over to the side, Carr feeds it in close to Powell. Powell muscles up over Khalifa, and a foul, late whistle, and they will call Khalifa on that one. He jumped up, took the shot, landed, and then they blew the whistle. Just didn't see it at the time, but Khalifa, now he's got, that's 3 on him, right?
Man, I want to see a replay on that. Coach Kelsey not happy.
3 fouls apiece on Khalifa, Roots, Hadley. Brown only has 2. I missed on him. Here's a free throw good by Powell. So Michael Brown, take that back, has just 2 personal fouls.
You always know it's a bad call because they don't show a replay in the arena when it's not your home arena.
Free throw rims out. Offensive rebound blocked. Yesfu went up. It was blocked away. Loose ball recovered and then knocked away out of the hands of Khalifa. Louisville's got to protect the ball in that situation. Bounce pass to the left to Ratai, and there's a whistle blowing, and what's this now?
The shot clock.
Did they reset it on the blocked shot? Perhaps it didn't hit the rim. It's at 14 currently. And they're going to put 4.5. So, yeah, they had reset it on that block. No, they put it 24. I don't know.
So they're going to say Louisville had possession at some point or another.
Yeah, I guess so. When it was ripped away from Khalifa, do you think he had long enough to have possession?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, they'll inbound from the end zone. They throw it away. Threw it. Oh, wow. What a comedy of errors that was. The Cougars get the ball back, leading by 10, 68-58. Baylor now with 9 turnovers, the same as Louisville. Points off turnovers, though, a nice advantage for Louisville at 16-11. Brown steps over midcourt. Inside 6 minutes now. Brown on Yesufu, accelerates the rim, lays it up and in. Slick move by Michael Brown.
And it looks like he got a little contact, too. He was trying to get the foul. He didn't get it called, but, boy, what a move there.
23 for Brown, 70-58. So Louisville gets a little cushion to work with again. Here's Yesufu dribbling out top on Hadley. Throws to Carr. He's got Conwell on him. Nice pass underneath for the lay-in by Rataj. Boy, from my angle, you could just see that was a pass to the spot. Ratai ran under it, made the catch, and laid it in.
Hadn't been the best night for Kenai Roots.
There's Brown throwing to the right to Hadley. Louisville leading by 10. There's Brown driving the lane again, drops it off to the right corner. Hadley's three, got it.
The same thing, he went to the rim, and instead of going up for the basket that time, he's got such great court awareness that he hits Hadley in the corner.
Here's Williams back over the head layup, scores and fouled on the play as he took it in at the other end. So Williams pitches in his 14th point. Khalifa commits his 4th foul. I'm not sure why Frew is not in the game right now. Do you?
I think just on the offensive end, Ali has been so good with passing, but I'm not sure. I think I would get him back in there, or Isaac Kenai has not been great defensively. I know I like the matchup better with Kenai, but he's just not been good.
Free throw good to complete a 3-point play for Isaac Williams, and it's a 10-point game again, 73-63 Louisville. 5 minutes to play. Inbounds pass, past the press to Conwell, and he gets bumped and then lost it out of bounds, but sure looked like he was fouled by Williams. They beat the press with a long pass to midcourt, and then as Williams was catching up to Conwell, looked to me like he ran into him.
Yeah, right in front of the bench.
Coach Kelsey didn't protest too much. I don't think he liked the call, but I think he decided just let's play, make up for the mistake. Here's Williams again. Williams dribbles to the left, top of the arc, gives out to Yesufu on Hadley. Yesufu takes it down, right baseline, short jumper misses, tipped up no good, and then a rebounding foul. Is that Khalifa again? If so, that's all for him.
Kenai, I believe, isn't it?
Hold it on Conwell.
What?
3rd foul on Ryan. So it's a 10-point lead inside 5 minutes, and free throws coming up for Michael Ratai. 10 points for Ratai, who was all West Coast Conference at Oregon State last year. He's from Augsburg, Germany. At the line here, and he shoots and connects. He's a 70% free throw shooter. Averages 8 points and 5 rebounds. 26-23 rebounding advantage for Baylor, and they have 11 offensive rebounds. As I mentioned, they average better than 11 offensive rebounds since conference play began, and they've done the job there. Second chance points, though, are actually in favor of Louisville, 9-5. Free throw short that time, and deflects over to the side and run down by Williams. Williams drives baseline, gets in deep, drops it back out to Carr. Carr for the right side, sends it out top. Ratai gives it back to Carr. There goes Carr driving. Khalifa picks him up. Khalifa stands his ground. There's some contact, and they let it go. Ollie did a good job. And then Michael Brown is fouled after he grabs the rebound. Fouled by Powell.
What happened there, Paul, at the end? A guard gets a rebound. Good things happen when Ryan and Michael are going in there today and getting rebounds. As you said, the second chance points they're in favor of Louisville, but they're just getting so many more opportunities and have the ball so many more times and drawing more fouls.
Thought Ollie did a really good job there of not fouling and standing up defensively.
I thought they were going to call it.
I was afraid they might. But Michael Brown's going to go to the free throw line with 4:26 to go, and Louisville leading 73-64. Brown with 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Michael's free throw is too hard, and the rebound is taken down by
lane violation.
Rebound was taken down by Carr, but they may get away with a lane violation.
Yeah, Ritzai was in there.
So Brown went 7 for 7 at the line on Monday. He's 5 for. He should be 5 for 5. They got him 5 for 6, but that was nullified by lane violation. He was 5 for 5 before that, I believe, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was way. He and Hadley both kind of had put their shoulders in, and he stepped in it before the ball was even out of his hand.
So here's Brown trying and hitting that time. So he does stay perfect now at 6 for 6 and gets the bonus try.
All right, so Roots back in for McNeely, so that's a defensive substitution.
And Frew is now in as he came in for Khalifa. And the free throw good by Brown. So 14 in a row for Brown over the last 2 games at the foul line, and it's 75-64 Louisville. 4.5 minutes to go in the game.
Get a stop right here. Just get one stop right here and get the ball back and get a little distance.
Williams out front to Yesufu. Will drive on Hadley. Yesufu bulls his way inside. Too hard off the glass, but an offensive rebound by Powell, then blocked, but blocked out of bounds by Frew. 14 on the shot clock.
That's too many offensive rebounds, too many chances. At some point or another it's going to hurt you. Nice shot by Frew up on the block there. Wow.
Baylor ball from underneath. Comes into play to Ratai. Now Williams at the elbow. Steps in the lane. Back out front to Ratai again. 6 to shoot. Williams now with the ball. Williams, right side fadeaway jumper. Got it. Tough shot. Give him credit for that one. His 17-point. 75-66 inside 4 minutes. Brown walks it into front court for the Cardinals. Brown defended by Yesufu. 2 prize freshmen going against each other here. Brown out at the point, right of the Dickies emblem at midcourt. Works the shot clock down to 10. 1-4 set. Now they peel away to the side, opening up the middle. Brown pull-up jumper, banked it in off the glass. What a touch by Brown.
That is one of those shots, Paul, that when he works out before games, he does that shot like 100 times, and it comes to work right there for him.
Spin dribble, Williams in close. He comes up short on a jumper, rebounded by Frew, and the Cards have it back with an 11-point lead, 77-66 as we near the 3-minute mark. Brown steps into front court, looks over to Coach Kelsey, and pointing and gets a timeout called. And this will be a full timeout, because we are under 4 minutes. And Brown talking animatedly with Coach Kelsey.
Well, I think he was trying to get the timeout, and I think players have to call a timeout now, right? Or
I've lost track of that rule. That was it for a while, but it seems to me coaches are doing it now.
And Tony Petit was way down almost down to the baseline, and he was trying to get the timeout, and Pat was telling him to get the timeout, and he was like, "I'm trying, Coach."
Finally got it. When the Cards win, you win with half-off pizza from Papa John's. The day after a Louisville men's or women's basketball victory, you get 50% off any pizza at the regular menu price. Use code CARDSWIN to redeem at participating Louisville area Papa John's locations. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Final 3:05 coming up. Louisville leads Baylor 77-66. This is Cardinal basketball from Learfield.
Looking to fit your crew, haul your cargo, or take a road trip? There's a Honda for that. Want to save thousands today with 0.99% financing? There's a Honda for that. Want the brand with the most Car and Driver 10 Best Awards with 98 trophies? There's a Honda for that. Get as low as 0.99% APR on a new 2025 Ridgeline. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 3/2/26.
Cards fans, choose chill.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is the official beer sponsor of the Louisville Cardinals, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Hurt in the car? Call Sam Aguiar.
I'm attorney Sam Aguiar. Car crashes aren't just accidents. They happen for a reason, and they can change lives in an instant. At Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, we handle everything to hold the insurance company accountable. That way you can focus on healing. Your recovery is too important to leave to chance. So if you've been in an accident, check us out online at themanSam.com or give us a call, 502-888-8888.
If you're on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports, just download the free Varsity Network app. It's available on Apple and Android. The new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app. Paul Rogers and Jody Dimley in Fort Worth, Texas. This neutral site game, sparsely attended, and frankly, it's been about a half and half Louisville-Baylor split, and it's mostly Louisville fans that are left in the building as the Cards lead 77-66 with 3:05 to play.
I don't know why I keep checking, but they're not gonna put the attendance up there, so I don't know why I keep checking in on that. But
we were told that they had only sold about 4,000 tickets.
Yeah. It's an ESPN events game, so ESPN runs this one. And remember, these two teams are going to play again next year, and it will be in another neutral site closer to Louisville. I would imagine maybe, 3.5 hours away from Louisville, Paul? Is that what it is?
That's you can get to Nashville in less than that. I think that's nothing's official, but I think Nashville would be the likely site for that game.
That'd be fun.
This is what about an hour and a half from Fort Worth, from Waco, I believe.
Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes.
Louisville has it into play. Brown loops the pass out to Conwell. Conwell attacks into the lane, spin dribble, and fouled as it goes up by Williams.
Just too strong. Way too strong right there. He does a spin dribble, and when he does that, he's got that strength. And as he spins backwards, there's just no way that Williams is going to be able to stop him. He's going to have to foul him.
3 double-figure scores for Louisville today, including Conwell's 11, 2 20-point scores, Brown with 27 and Hadley with 20. Ryan Conwell hits the free throw. He's 3 for 4 at the line today. Double figures every game but one this season. The game he wasn't was an early season blowout, so really wasn't any kind of factor like he was having an off game or something. Free throw looks short, but it rolls over and in. 79-66 Cardinals. Louisville's biggest lead was 15 points at 59-44. Baylor possession, 2:43 to go. Williams at the point. He and Carr switch sides now. Carr gets it to the high left, kicks it over quickly, gets it back from Agbem. Carr defended by Hadley. Shot clock at 8. Carr throws to the right side to Agbem. There's a contested 3 over Conwell. Misses, and Hadley secures another rebound. Great game by Javon today. Just such a workhorse.
That's only his 4th rebound. Seems like more.
It does.
But he has 3 assists as well.
Here's Brown passing out of a double team to nobody. Threw it way over Frew and out of bounds. So that is 5 turnovers for Michael. He does have 6 assists.
It has not been a clean game like Monday was for him. You know what I mean? Monday was so perfect. It has not been. He has kind of forced some things.
Here's Williams driving baseline, gets underneath, and Roots move, blocks his shot but fouled. I think they might get Brown actually for a foul. They do. That is Michael's 3rd foul.
Louisville's hit 4 straight field goals while Baylor, 1 of their last 7. Paul, 28. Still, Louisville's made 13 of 14 free throws in this half, and Baylor still has shot 12 more free throws in the game than Louisville has.
Baylor's 24 of 28, Louisville 15 of 16, and Williams misses. His first miss in 4 attempts. Williams has scored 17 points. Averaged 9 with 4 assists at Texas A&M Corpus Christi last season. An entire new roster at Baylor. A prize freshman certainly in Yesufu, and then a bunch of transfers, and then this free throw is good. Shorten due to injury and other reasons to basically a 7-man rotation. And I do think Louisville's been able to take advantage of that to some degree to help pull away here. Up to a 12-point lead with 2 minutes to play. There's a pass to Hadley, back out to midcourt to Brown. Points to Hadley, delivers the ball to him. Hadley back out to Conwell, now at midcourt. A double-team Conwell, pass across the floor to Brown. Fakes the pass. Now hooks over, has another one out of bounds. Threw it too far over to the other side of the floor. Well, they did milk some clock, which is a good thing, but still with 1:44 left, it's just a 12-point lead.
Coach Kelsey,
79-67.
Telling him, relax, just calm down. He's getting a little anxious. I think he thought he was going to get fouled, and when he didn't, he just hoisted that ball.
6 turnovers for Brown with his 6 assists. Here's Williams, left loose for a 3, missed it from the high left side. Rebound, knocked to the floor, and dug out of there by Yesufu. Now back out front for a Carr 3. That's no good. Long rebound again, batted around. Rebound comes down out on the perimeter to Yesufu. Now here's a drive by Carr underneath, contested at the rim by Frew, and blocked it. I thought they could have called a foul there, maybe. There goes Conwell. He gets fouled in backcourt on a swipe by Carr. Second foul on Carr. 1:16 to play, 79-67. Thank you to the lady who just saw my head dodging back and forth trying to see around people and ducked. So I can see over her.
It's been a challenge.
At Arkansas this year, we were in a similar spot, and a guy kept blocking my view, and at the end of the game, he turned around, apologized, and handed me a piece of candy, or M&Ms. He was feeding his family M&Ms all night. Well, Conwell back at the free throw line. Big game by Ryan again. Missed the free throw, though, too hard off the back rim.
Well, if there's 3,200 people in this arena, 3,100 of them have come by us.
Yeah. Conwell, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Conwell connects on that one. 80-67, 1:16 to play. Here's Williams into front court. They're quiet in Dickey's arena. Williams runs by Roots. Layup good by Williams. He's got some nice players. Sophomore transfer. Gets him his 20th point. Brown in backcourt. Avoids a defender. Avoids another one. Crosses into offensive court. Less than a minute to go now. Brown passes out a double team to Hadley. Top of the circle back out to Brown. Shot clock at 15. And Brown gets fouled at midcourt on a lunge by Agbem. So Brown will get back to the free throw line where he's made all 7 of his free throws tonight and has 27 points today, I should say.
It's tonight at home, right? What is it? I don't know. I'm confused.
6:20 at home.
Okay. All right.
Should be dark, I guess we can say tonight. Michael Brown's free throw. Good. 7 of 7 Monday and 8 of 8 today. 28 points for Michael Brown.
Making a pretty good case for ACC Player of the Week, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would think so. Here's Brown, connects again. 29. Not going to get 45, but he could conceivably get 30.
Yep.
Here's Williams in the front court. Williams weaves his way in low, puts it up for a throwdown dunk by Najee. 82-71, 39 seconds. There's Conwell in backcourt. Whips it up court high and off Bruce's fingertips and out of bounds over the sideline.
Louisville just very sloppy trying to close this thing out.
Louisville has committed 14 turnovers in the game to only 9 by Baylor. There's Yesufu, fakes the 3, lunges toward Brown trying to draw a foul, and there's no contact. Brown didn't fall for it. The shot missed badly. Hadley has it, throws to Frew at midcourt, and now to Roots. There's just 14 seconds left in the game, and if they don't foul, that's going to be it. Those in the building still are wearing red, and they're now standing and cheering as Michael Brown dribbles out the final seconds. Clock ticking down, and the Louisville Cardinals have come to Fort Worth, Texas, and continued their winning ways. Louisville wins it over Baylor 82-71. Our Cardinal wrap-up is coming up next. Stay with us. This is Louisville Cardinals basketball from Learfield.
Kentucky is a place where business is fast, but the pace of life is just right. By working together, we've moved forward towards a brighter future.